Does this... Okay, I am talking into my old camera right now. That is what is happening. I am trying to fix this, but this is not working. Why am I been faced with technical difficulties today? How is the volume? How bad on a scale of 1 to 10 is it? Yeah, I thought that. So, I am trying to sort this, I promise you guys. Hopefully this works now. Okay, so I'm gonna rechange that. Hold on. We are switching input. I don't know why I'm talking into this mic as if it's this one. This one doesn't exist. We are changing mic. And now you get to hear what I do when I'm testing my mic. Hello, 1 2 1 2 talk. I'm taking this horse by the race week of red coats around with blood stains Lafayette, and I'm never gonna chop until Lincoln's all burned up and scatter the remains. I'm Lafayette. Watch me engaging them, escaping them, raging them. I'm Lafayette. I go to France for more funds. Lafayette. Come back with more guns and shifts, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with your Shambos and consolidate their gifts. We can end this your town, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there is someone else we need. I know, Hamilton. So he knows what to do and change it into fluent French. It means Hamilton. Are we back? Yeah! Guys, I fixed it! I fixed it. And yes, I do quote the entirety of Lafayette to try and... I do quote the entire of Guns and Ships when I'm doing my... when I'm doing my mic tests. I do indeed. It's so much fun to do. Okay, we can hear. Yeah, I'm glad, because that was traumatic for me, for you, for all. Yay for my hearing. I'm glad that we're now in a better state. Hopefully technical difficulties does not befall us once more. I was a bit delayed. It's okay. Do not worry. Do not worry. I still need to tick off Hamilton reference and all of that, but we can get to that in a second. I'm not being deafened. Good. Number 40. Really? Are we sure? So what actually happened? My OBS just decided to have a whole fit and just shout at me and say, "Nuh-uh. Nah, you're not working today." And I was like, well, this is really upsetting because I wanted to stream today. You know? So, I don't know if I can pull up the Reddit stories on my PC. But aren't we glad I have an iPad? But you changed the audio and it worked. It did. I don't know how. But the thing is, it just wasn't showing up. That's the big thing. The audio wasn't showing up on my thing. I'm the tech expert, and it's working now. True, it's working now, which is beautiful. Actually, let's try this. There we go. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. How am I? I'm gonna try. I'm trying, Bean. I'm gonna try, though if it really, really messes us up, then we're just gonna have to not do it. But we're gonna try. So, I've asked a few people to put some stories into the I was about to say the subreddit. The subreddit. So, I've asked a few people to put it into our Reddit recommendations. And we are going to go through them and read them, and we're going to vote on if we think our reader is the asshole or not. Or sorry, I should be more advertiser friendly. The a-hole or not. Okay. So, you have no idea how much I'm looking at my bit rate, making sure it doesn't tank completely. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? We have one. We have one. Okay. Our first story, this was put in by Bella, W. Bella. Am I the a-hole for making my daughter's boyfriend buy a new t-shirt? What do we think? I'm quite excited. So this is originally been posted to Am I the a-hole subreddit. Have you seen the low stakes conspiracies in Reddit? No? I'd love to though. I'd love to. Okay. We are going to read through this. And we're going to see. Oh damn, the quality. Has it just dipped? Have we fixed? I actually think it might have been Discord, guys. Now it's wait, what do you mean it's doubled? It's so weird, I love it. Just let it be. Are we just gonna accept and move on? Okay. Right. Here we go. This is this post. Are we ready, guys? I'm very excited. Okay. It's fine for me. Stunning. We're gonna accept that and we're gonna keep going. Okay. Can you please settle a mild dispute for my family? The 23rd of December, my daughter's 19 boyfriend, also 19, came for dinner. We had a dinner then because he's going away with his family for Christmas. He arrived, rang the bell, and I answered the door. He came in, took off his jacket, and that's when I saw it. The hell is it? Hold on. Can I zoom in? I can! How is this? Is this better, guys? Oh, that's much better. But I'm now covering half of it. Let's just do this. Huh! Guys, that took over my TV too. That took over my TV too. We're just gonna pop it here. Oh, stop taking over my TV. Hold on. And we'll just move it over ever so slightly. Look at this, look at this. Genius here. Abby's a genius. Beautiful. Okay. Where was it? That's when I saw it. I'm curious, what the hell is it? He was wearing a t-shirt that said, "It's not gonna suck itself." To family dinner? To family dinner? That's wild. To family. I took one look at that shirt and asked him if he had any money. He said no and asked why. I told him that the shirt showed a marked lack of respect for both my daughter and my wife. Okay, I like it. That is bold. Ah, that is so crazy. Family dinner. Okay, I pulled 2 20s out of my wallet and quietly ushered him out the back out the door and towards the Walmart 3 miles away and told him to buy a more respectful shirt and come back with it on. Mind you, this whole exchange took place between him and I without an audience. He was gone for 15 minutes, came back with a nice polo shirt on. We had a nice dinner together and nothing was mentioned of the incident. Oh no. The next day, my daughter came to me and his mother, and her mother, and told us what I did humiliated him. They aren't in breakup territory or anything, and no yelling or anything of the sort went on. My wife did tell me I could have handled it differently. So Reddit, am I wrong for handling it this way? And if so, how could I have handled it? Edit, I'm 57 and a long haul truck driver, so I've had my share of bad moments. Most of us guys here can remember the stupid things that we did as teens, even in our 20s. The ones that stand out for me are the ones where someone didn't react with anger or malice. They were ones where someone reacted with constructive kindness, one where a quiet redemption was offered, where a mirror was quietly held up to my behaviour. Those are the ones I learned from and appreciated the most. Hopefully he comes out the other side with a new appreciation for kindness offered quietly, without fanfare. Just my thoughts. He handled that, yeah. That is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Okay, we've got a not the asshole from Veronica. Okay, not the a-hole from Veronica. I like it. Nope. We've got another one from Monkey W. Nah, I think he handled that really well. Could you imagine? I'm just not over. Oh, just you wait. There's more. Oh God. I think in my brain, I just think it is bizarre that you would even consider wearing a t-shirt like that to your girlfriend's place for dinner. Like, I think that is bizarre. The fact that even crossed a mind of his. Like, really? Hold on a second. I'm going to make a poll. For us. So at this stage, because I'm going to do it at every single point, because I really want to know, after every update, do we still think they're the asshole? Do we not think they're the a-hole? Like, what do we think? Yes, it's loading. Beautiful. Where's my polls? That's not my polls. That's my polls. Okay. New poll. Do you want me to make polls? That would be wonderful, Veronica. That would be wonderful. Also, thank you, Majestic Unicorn, for that sound. I absolutely think we should indeed do... Could you do the polls for me, darling Veronica? I'd very much love you for that. Okay, so, Am I the a-hole has no consensus but original OP did receive majority, not the a-holes. Okay, we've got some commenters here. So let's read some of these and see what we think. Commenter 1, not the a-hole. I think you handled it well. He was an idiot to think that shirt would go over well with his girlfriend's family and is lucky you didn't give him more grief for it. Yes, I feel that. That blinky blink. Okay, commenter 2, not the a-hole. He humiliated himself. He chose to buy that shirt, then to wear it. What a boneheaded thing to wear to his partner's parents' home. He got off extremely lightly. You handled it very gracefully. Is your daughter a bit less than sharp? She cannot see the inappropriateness of this situation. Less than sharp is crazy. No way did the ads just hit. No freaking way. Oh, and I couldn't even snooze them. Because I've snoozed them so many times. Okay, the majority of people say not the a-hole. Original OP, I think she's just trying to defend him, honestly. That's kind of fair. I get that. I kind of get that. But I'm also like, I would never in a million years wear that shirt to my partner's parents' house. Like, that is bizarre. Like, completely blizzard. I've made a new word. It's completely bizarre. Like, never in a million years would I do that. I don't think it would even go over well. Like, could you imagine? I'm back and the ad was for something dirtier, of the dirtier nature. I think the ads are listening. Oh. Well, lovely. I didn't expect that. I still have 20 seconds. Don't worry, it's coming. Oh, and thank you, Majestic Unicorn, for the hydrate. Are we ready, everyone? Say my favorite thing with me. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Cheers! Okay. So, I already think this is kind of crazy, this story. And the fact that there's gonna be more really makes me scared. Why on earth would your wife be against this? From commenter 3. She just hated the idea of him being put on the spot. I did point that out. I could have done it in front of everyone. Which is actually kind of fair. They could have done it in front of everybody. But they didn't. Okay, we've got a doubt. Oh my god, there's so many commenters. Okay. We'll read the downvoted one. And we can read that one because original piece sent a paragraph. Downvoted commenter. If my husband did that, it would be a fight when I found out that he paid for the new shirt and allowed the boy into my home. That boy should have been banned until he learned some damn respect on his own. What you just taught him is he profits from his terrible behaviours. Okay. And someone else. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. And how long have they been dating? Let's check this. How long has Original OP's daughter been dating? Been together for 4 months, and he's been otherwise very respectful. He calls me Mr. X, not my first name, and my wife as well. This is the reason I went out to my way not to shame him or alienate him. Not bad. Okay. Small update. The next day? Oh, okay. Small update. After reading these comments and listening to everyone's point of view, I sat my daughter down this morning and asked her what her boyfriend actually said to her. This changes my opinion of him. The hell did he say? What did the boyfriend say? I need to know. Not really. No, he was still embarrassed. Yeah, he was still embarrassed. Like, he still brought it up. And the fact that the entire poll there was not the a-hole. Like, it makes sense. Apparently he'd not told my daughter what the phrase was on the shirt, but did tell her accurately what I said to him and asked him to do. He didn't use the word humiliated. That was DD's interpretation. Her rush to defend him came from our examples. Apparently, she's took note of times I've defended my wife and vice versa. She also took note of our disagreements in private after the fact. She's going to talk to him when he gets back tomorrow to follow up on why he thought the shirt was appropriate for the family setting. I'll update again after that conversation. Same day, hours later. Damn, that's even bolder than wearing that when meeting parents after 4 months and dated. Yeah, 4 months. And he's wearing this while... Like, how only 4 months? Like, what is that? What is that? Okay, update 2. Same day, hours later. It's getting juicy. It's feeling juicy. It's feeling juicy, Bella. Okay. We're ready for it, aren't we, Majestic Unicorn? Okay. Did I ever say what the shirt said? I think I missed that. It said it's not gonna suck itself to family dinner. Family dinner. 4 months of dating. This is crazy. Okay. Update 2. My daughter called him about an hour ago, and this'll be informative. Oh no. She asked him why he'd not told her what the shirt said when he talked to her. His reply was, because it was embarrassing. Then she went on to ask him why he wore it originally, and he admitted that the shirt had been a gift from his older brother, 21, and that the older brother had dared him to, called him chicken when he objected, etc. Dumb sibling crap, apparently. Oh, I see the problem. The brother is the problem. Okay. She went on to tell him that none of what he'd done was cool, and that she really liked him, and that he'd always been kind to her. She said she wasn't breaking up with him, but that these steps needed to be done first. He needed to explain to his parents the entire situation. Could you imagine talking to your parents and being like, yeah, so I wore a shirt that said that phrase to my girlfriend's house when I was having dinner with her family. No, thank you. No. Second, he needed to show up in person to our home and bring the money for the shirt, as she put it, put in a whole ass-kissing session that included the explanation of the dare, etc. She said that if this was handled well, they could talk about moving forward and what that looked like. If you say to a Scots person, shout back if you didn't. True. That's exactly what this guy just got told. It's exactly what it just got told. Okay. After the phone call, she talked to her mum and I and admitted that she forgot her worth. Oh, bless her. She said that I, as long as she'd been alive, had never gone out of my way to embarrass her mum, and that I'd always been respectful and not let anyone be disrespectful to her mum. Made me feel good. Oh, W-O-P. So she wasn't going to settle for less. Good for her. Yeah, absolutely. I'll update this after his visit tomorrow. Okay. I'm so excited for this. I am so excited for this. Okay, I'm gonna skip this comment, but I need this. I am so excited. Update 3! Are we ready for update 3, chat? Are we ready for update 3? I am. This will make those of you following this saga laugh. I received a call this evening from Mr. Boyfriend's parents. Oh no! Imagine getting a call being like, yeah, no, we're not happy. Oh, that would be so bad. Firstly, they are mortified and extremely apologetic. W parents. Secondly, and the whole best part of this update, I have their permission to squeal, as that his parents are on Reddit and commented on my post in support of the way I handled the situation. I fear every single time that there's a whole... That's insane! Could you imagine being on Reddit, reading something, being like, that's horrific, finding out a few days later, that was about your child? Oh, that's crazy! Do you understand why I love this story? Yeah, I understand. I'm here. Holy God. Oh my God, Pepsi! Welcome on in! Hello, everybody! Welcome on in. My name is Abigail C. McKen, or Abby is what you can call me. And I am currently doing some Reddit stories reading. We are currently on this one. Basically, the boyfriend of the... OP's daughter's boyfriend wore a very disrespectful shirt to dinner with the family, and they put it on update, and this is where we are. But yeah, hello, what were you doing today? Well, I wonder, what were you doing today, Pepsi? What were you all up to on your stream? I'm curious. We're in the middle of a very exciting update. I'm quite excited. Like, what do we mean the parents have found? Oh, story time? Yeah. Playing Schedule 1? Oh, what is Schedule 1? In my villain arc? Oh, Pepsi's in her villain arc! I'm actually kind of excited. I'd love to see Pepsi in her villain arc. I really would. Drug dealing game. That's kind of iconic. I kind of love that for you. Oh my God. That is wonderful. Did you have fun doing it? What was the most fun of it? You know? Pepsi was doing drugs. Oh God. Oh my goodness. How can I summarize this story? We're currently reading Am I the A-Hole stories. We do have, currently I think most of the chat is in agreement that this person is not the a-hole. And I think we will stay in agreement. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so much fun. I was killing everyone. I love that. Abby, can you pause the story? I'm gonna go grab food to eat while you read. I will say it slowly, but I don't know if I can entirely pause it because we have just paused it. So, shall we continue? So firstly, they're mortified and extremely apologetic, as they probably should be. And then they found the post and said that they'd commented on, like, they'd supported it. Insane. They told me that they love my daughter and that we'd raised her right and had not raised their sons to show this level of disrespect for anyone, let alone his girlfriend. Oh. Apparently, boyfriend was following up on one of my daughter's conditions and went to talk to his parents. Cam, we need to keep going. As the story unfolded, his mum reached for her phone, opened Reddit, and yelled, "Is this about effing you?" To quote his dad, as the son read the first half paragraph, he died a little inside. So anyways, they are going to come to dinner tomorrow evening with boyfriend. More updates tomorrow night. Ah! This is so, oh my god, Bella, I love you. Bella, I love you. This is so good. So, did the mum just kind of go, is this even play about us? Like, be like, is this about you? Oh god, that's traumatic. I'm back with 3 boxes of egg custard. Ooh, nice. Well, we've just had a is this play about you kind of moment. It is so good. I love you too. I had to come in with the smoke and fire. You did come in with the smoke and fire. You did come in with the smoke and fire. And now we are on update number 4. Here we go. I'm really excited about this. Let me say that his parents are great. Boyfriend showed up with red roses for my daughter and yellow roses for my wife. He offered what I thought was a very sincere apology and a card with the entire $40 in it, even though he'd given me the change and receipt on the original night. Oh, so he's gave more money back. That's actually quite nice of him. I cooked tonight to give my wife a break. I made an Indian dish called butter chicken with basmati rice. Don't make me hungry! Never had eaten curry before but loved it. Woohoo. W. Okay. As it turns out, older brother is the family athlete. JV soccer, V soccer, and a sports scholarship for soccer. The quintessential jock. What is JV soccer and V soccer? What is that? Red roses taste so nice, yellows not so much. Koala, why are you eating roses? Why are you eating roses? Why? Little brother is the exact opposite. Artistic, he's got real talent, sensitive, quiet, and felt like he never measured up to his big brother. Now I feel sorry for the guy! And works to gain big brother's respect. Oh, bless him. Brother takes full example of this and exploits his little brother for shits and giggles. No, I know who the a-hole in this story is. It is the big brother. It is the big brother. Junior varsity and varsity. Ah, right, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm back with popcorn, so what have I missed? So they've had dinner with the family. He's literally gonna read that. True. And the older brother is like essentially exploits his little brother for the shits and gigs, which is so mean. near the end of dinner, daughter says, I think I'll keep him around for a little longer. You guys okay with that? We are good with that for now. His mum is the boss, though, for thinking outside the box. As a punishment to older brother, mum went into his clothing drawers and closet and took every shirt off him and bought him 8 very bright pink t-shirts that he'll wear until he realizes just how damaging exploiting anyone is. His access to cash is also cut off until said lesson is learned. Anyway, a successful night with new friends was enjoyed. Hope this was the update you hoped. Woo! Right, chat. What do we think? I genuinely, yeah, Big Brother, not even the boyfriend. It was definitely Big Brother that was the asshole here. Definitely Big Brother. I think the boyfriend is going to be up older brother, my guess. I don't think they're going to go to those extremes, I don't think. I don't think they will. But that is insane. I think, and I hope you all agree with me, that Brother is the only a-hole in this story. I agree. Brother is the only a-hole in this story. Do we agree? My brother does that to me? Oh god, no! No, well, we'll come fight him. You know? Hold on, I just got lipstick all over this little bit. That was not the plan. So are we all in agreement? Brother is the a-hole? Yeah? I'm gonna guess yeah. Brother took an L on that one. I agree. So we have that one. I quite enjoyed that one. Brothers. Yes! Yes! I love it. We're all in agreement. It is the brother who is at fault. Okay. We do have another story. Once again, from Bella. And it is, am I the a-hole for yelling at my girlfriend due to her camera roll? Defo. Wait, hold on. Before we even continue, what do you mean Defo the little brother? It's the older brother. As in, like, the brother of the boyfriend, Koala? Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's what you mean. Because per brother. Okay. Am I the a-hole for yelling at my girlfriend due to her camera roll? That is quite a statement. Would you all agree that's quite a statement? Because I would. I definitely would. Okay. So this was originally posted to Am I the A-hole? I don't know why I said that so dramatically. I'm sure you want to say that. Wait, am I wrong? Oh, hold on. Am I wrong? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Koala? Hold on, these are all everywhere. Let's just fix this real quick. Boink. Ha! There we go. That makes more sense. I can read things now. No string wrong. Oh, okay. Wait. So Koala, you're saying that the boyfriend? Hold on. I'm curious now. Who was a hole? OP? BF? Brother. We're only going to do a wee 1 minute one. I've sent the link to the low stakes conspiracies in there. Okay, so who is it? What are we actually going for here? The brother of the boyfriend. Yes, I agree with that. Okay. Because I'm very confused, so I want to just double check. Because I also believe the brother. I'm also fully for the brother being the a-hole in this story. I'll fight him. Okay. Now, while that one's going on, we are going to read this one. Am I the a-hole for yelling at my girlfriend due to her camera roll? Confirmed fake! Confirmed fake? I mean, we can still read it. But we can pretend it's real, guys. I'm saying that the little brother is in the wrong, like the one being picked on, because the older brother is there just trying to teach him a life lesson. And trying to teach him to stand up for himself, but the little brother is just complaining. Oh, I disagree with that. I disagree with that immensely, Koala. I disagree. Everything working now? It seems to be. Fingers crossed. I disagree with that take so bad. That is a very off take for me. I fully believe it's the brother. Because, like, let's be real. If you're wanting... let's try this again. If you are, like you always want to impress someone that's like your older brother, like, or older, like your older brother, like, figure, older sister figures. Like, you always want to be, like, impressive to them. You want to be like, yeah, like, I'm with you. And the fact that, like, he just kind of exploited that was so mean, and I don't like that. I'm gonna post the soup through the brother's letterbox. Yeah! I'm gonna steal his cheese, iron brew, haggis, shortbread tablet, and the tea bags. Absolutely. Or even better, you don't steal his tea bags. You steal his teaspoons. So he doesn't have a spoon to stir his tea with. That was the pettiest thing ever. Chat, what is the pettiest thing? If you could go into someone's house, right, and basically take things that would just minorly inconvenience someone, what would you take? What is it you would take? Because I know what I'd take. And this is going to sound sad. But you know how all of the plugs out there have, like, steal the kettle? The kettle's a good shout. Hold on. I would steal all of the plugs like these. I would steal all of them. Because then they can't charge shit. This! Me and Bella are on the same page with that! No, you steal the water. Steal the kettle. Oh my gosh, wait. Nah, it's too evil because he's left with the large spoons and that's hard. Could you imagine trying to make a tea with, like, your soup spoon? That'd be horrible. Take all the shoelaces out of their shoes. Oh. Toilet paper? Oh wait, toilet paper's a good one. Remotes. Oh, even better, you steal the batteries out of the remotes and leave the remotes. You steal every battery. I would nick the light bulbs. Wait, no, that's such a good shout. Oh my god, yes. What else could there be? Just steal every left shoe. Because what is every left shoe gonna do for you? Oh wait, do we have... Does this do something for you? Is this better for the mic? I think it might be. That actually makes more sense. I don't know why that was on. We'll do that. Just me, or does anyone else eat cereal with a teaspoon? A teaspoon? A teaspoon? Better, yeah. Stunning. Beautiful. Perfect. All of their clothes hangers? That is good. That is good. I'm trying to think what else would there be. What else would we take? What would you take? What is the best thing? I wouldn't steal anything. I would just open all the canned foods in jars. Wait, that's kind of evil. That's kind of evil. I'm trying to think. I'm looking around my room to see what would I take. Oh my god. I would take one of every pair of sock. One of the pair, like, as in one. Now pairs, I would take, like, one of them. So they only have one sock. That would be what I'd do. I would also nick the screwdrivers after listing every single screw in the house. Wait, that's a shout. That is such a good shout. Done it before, messed up, but turned the power off. Valid. Leave every other cupboard door open. Oh my god. Leave every window open. Like, I would just steal people's animals. Oh wait, no, that's fair. You'd be like, you're mine now. Come with me. You're my little pet. And the high cupboard they can't reach. Hide every sort of stool in the house so they can't reach the high cupboard. I would do that too. That would be so much fun. Could you imagine? Top notch. Okay. I actually might see if I can zoom in a little more. Can I move this over? I don't want to see this bit. Okay, I guess we'll do it like this. Or if I just do this. No, because I'm covering half of the story. Look at me making this better. That'll do! But if I move this over, guys, trust me. Okay, maybe it won't do. Something I would want to do to someone, but the person's number on like 100 keys and throw them everywhere. Yes! I've seen that! And it's worked. I've seen that work. And I'm like, Eva Labby is here. Scheming. Nick the keys they actually use. Yes. Wait, Abby, full screen it and just move facecam to the right. Oh, God, no. Wait, because that means I need to move chat. Oh, I wish I did this and switched it all round. Because you guys are still going to pop up here. We'll just do this, right? Easy. Y'all don't know what I'm covering and it's fine. Okay. Thank you, Flop, for the blinky cat. There we go. Popping it there. Okay. You're reading these so slow. I'm sorry. I just got caught up in yapping. Okay. Am I the a-hole for yelling at my girlfriend due to her camera roll? This one has been confirmed fake, but we are going to pretend it's real so that we can just read through it. Hi Abby, I love you, how's it been? Hi Brad, welcome in. We are reading some Reddit stories today. I've only read one because I am very slow. So we're going to get into it and get through it. Okay. So, this is originally posted to r/am I the a-hole. Okay, me, 23 male. Hello, King Archway, welcome in. Oh wait, I say King Archway, welcome in, like you've not been here for this whole time. I just hear hello there and I'm like, welcome in. And Jonathan, welcome in. How are you doing? How's it going? How we doing? Okay, here we go. Are we ready for this one? I'm excited. Okay.
Hello there.
Hello there, Jonathan. How's it been? You're faster than me right now. Hello, Abby. Welcome in as well. What do you mean I'm faster than you right now? Oh no, have you drank again?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I would make it so that... I'm reading this and I would be reacting like that if I found any of this. I would make it so that every fabric item in the house just has one strand of fabric pulling out, and that when they pull out the entire thing unrolls. Oh no. That is brutal. Girl, I fear we're about to repeat last night. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Me, 23 male, and my girlfriend, 21 female, have been together for 4 months now. She's great, beautiful, crazy, intelligent, and has the best personality. Genuinely my dream girl, except for one issue, her camera roll. Okay. For background, she dated a guy for 4 years in high school and the first half of college. She broke up with him last year and has dated other people since then, leading up to me. She never really talks about him unless telling a past story about her friend group, which he was a part of until he suddenly up and left. According to her, the reason they broke up is she realized they were on two different levels of maturity. When I mean she's intelligent, I mean she's well known around campus and every professor adores her. And we go to a Big 12 university. What's a Big 12? What's a Big 12? She also got life-threateningly sick, and while he was worried for her, she knew he wouldn't be responsible enough to take care of her in the future. Progressive heart disease. Wow, okay. They ended on good terms, but don't talk anymore because he's kind of an introverted guy, according to her. I didn't think it was going to be like that. Like the big America unis, I think, Harvard, etc. Ah, like, okay, right, that makes sense. Wait a minute. What have I missed? Not bad. I was a bit worried for your health and your emails. That is true. Please tell me you didn't send that email, Amy. I love you, but please tell me you didn't see that. I also know now never to piss, and I mean never piss Abby or her chat off. Yeah, the chat, everyone in chat will just inconvenience everyone. You know? Wait, she did get one type of PhD. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even read that. I didn't have my phone up before I said, I think, no, you did not. Please don't send it. Okay. Here we go. The next bit. I'm going to move this right up. There we go. The part I get upset about is every time she opens her camera roll to show me a past picture, she scrolls past photos or videos of him and her. I've brought this up to her before and she always laughs and says it's because she's too lazy to go through 30k photos. She hasn't deleted pictures since 2015. That's a lie. That is a lie, and that is a lie because I have so many photos and it's constantly telling me, girl, you need to like delete some photos here. Like, please delete some photos. Like, let's just say I feel that. I did knock over about 10 4-year-olds over. Oh god, that is terrifying. Please don't do that. Okay, these photos and videos of him and her aren't romantic. They're high school shenanigans, usually involve her other friends, but I still can't help but feel jealous. I don't like this guy. Today she showed me a photo of her friends in 2018 telling me a funny story. He's in the photo. I said, you have a lot of pictures with him, in an annoyed tone, and she said, well, yeah, he grew up with me and my friends. We were kids together. It's like a look back into my childhood. I told her I didn't like those pictures, and when she offered to remove them and put them on a drive, I told her that wasn't enough? Huh? Huh? It depends on your phone storage. Yeah, fair. Who has a phone for like 11 years as well. Goodness knows. But it's probably one of those, like, you know how iCloud, it like will transfer over? I think it'll be like something like that. Because I have photos from like my first phone, and that was years ago. Okay. She told me that they were precious memories she shared with her friends, and she wasn't going to delete them just because he was in a couple. I kind of raised my voice and told her she should go back to him if those memories were precious. She got up and said, I don't want to go back to him, but I also don't want to be with someone who is emotionally insecure. I have enough to deal with. And then left. I debated texting her and apologising. Am I the a-hole? A-hole? TLDR, girlfriend has group photos that her ex is in them from years ago, and I got upset she wouldn't delete them and made her upset. Chat, what do we think? I know I'm going for a-hole. Hello, Karen. Welcome in, my darling. How are you doing today? I'm 100% going for a-hole for this guy because he is weird. And it seems Reddit agrees. Jordan says hello. Oh my god, Jordan! Hello! Wait, low-key, this story depends on the photos and videos, because if it's like them hugging and stuff, then it's understandable. But if it's just them playing games or hanging out or something, then it's overreacting. You know what? I can kind of see that. Hold on. Like, there's so many. A lot of people are saying you're the a-hole, mate. Oh. Hold on. What's this one? More than 4 years, at least 6. They dated for 4 years and a half of college. And they might have been friends before dating. So OP is potentially asking her to leak memories that could cover a decade. If that's how entitled he feels after just 4 months. Wait, they've been together for 4 months? I can't imagine how he'll get any less controlling as time goes on. OP, yes, you're the a-hole, most emphatically. Damn. Your jealous, unreasonable, and frankly controlling behavior is the last thing your girlfriend needs. Did you know about her heart condition before dating? You know why she ended it with her ex. Why would you think she wants to be with someone more immature and angry than her ex? You're single and you don't know it. Work on yourself before dating again. You seem completely oblivious or indifferent to the upset you've caused. It's deeply unfair to expect any partner to accept you as you are. Wow. But we have an update. And it is the next day. Update. I texted her this morning and I apologized for crossing a line. She said, well, she accepted the apology. The relationship wouldn't be continuing any further. Tell him, get those boundaries sorted. She said a lack of self-awareness and emotional maturity is not something she can overlook when dating someone. So I guess I'm single now. Original OP updated the comments of this best of Redditor updates and admitted it was all fake. Yeah. Okay, so OP is already the a-hole in my book, but the fact that they've made up this story is also making them more of the a-hole. So we're going to read this and see why we think, hi all, this is actually my post. So, surprise, first of all, it was fake. Sorry, I know that sucks. I'm actually a woman, and that post was made during my last year as a journalism undergraduate. It was part of a capstone project where we determined how easily it is to mislead people on the internet and to induce public outrage and how that influences far right and far left media pushing. Huh! Under the moderation of our professor, we each concocted, is that what it's called? Stories or social media profiles to try and stir up controversy online. Thanks to the original post, safe to say I got an A! You know what? WOP that they got an A. Assignment rage bait. Literally! Could you imagine? Hello everybody and welcome to class. Your assignment today, you're gonna rage bait the entire internet. Hell yeah! I also graduated with honors with a special distinction for my thesis. W. The girlfriend was vaguely based off myself, except I have a kidney transplant and not a heart condition. And I exaggerated how well known I was on campus, and my looks and intelligence. For sympathy, of course, who doesn't play up themselves in a fictional world? I've played D&D! It's much more fun reading this without knowing it's fake first. Yeah, I could understand that being so much better. The assignment was to make a fake one and just rage bait, you know? I love it. Since then, I've been a fairly successful journalist, WOP. I work for both NPR and the Washington Post. I recently left my career behind now, and I am in law school studying international law. Can we get some W's for OP? I can't believe this post is making friends again, and I debated keeping the story as is, but too many of y'all were DMing me the story. For future reference, some of you are far too gullible. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. That's how we got into the crazy situations that were here in the US. You know what? WOP. That is quite a challenge. If this story was not a fake, obviously OP would be the a-hole. But because OP is now getting has got an A in everything. Hell yeah. Yons, have you read any malicious compliance yet? I have not, but I real badly want to read it. If it was a real story, yeah, we'd be blaming this guy. The guy seems a bit icky. But I think... OP, congratulations! You rage baited the internet. Proud of you. Okay, we're not going to do a pull for that one since it's obviously a fake story. But I will say I do love malicious compliance. I love... Right, let me put this out there. Some of my favorite Reddit stories are wedding drama, malicious compliance, an entitled, kids and adults. I love those stories. And of course, the original, the incredible, am I the a-hole? Love it. Oh yeah, if it was real, the guy would be an a-hole, 100%. I'm still stuck in the middle because it really depends on the images, photos. I think from the sounds of it, it was a lot of more like hanging out photos. That's what it seemed to be giving. A lot more hanging out photos. And I'm like, you know what? Can you please at some point later look at the low stakes conspiracies, please? Absolutely. Later we will look at them. Okay. I'm scared about the next story. Once again from Bella, Bella. This is the third Bella story we have. I'm scared just because of the title. Mysterious vibrating in my bedroom.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The timing of that was beautiful. Don't worry, it's safe for work. Perfect. Okay, I'll take it. Originally posted to r/RBI. I don't know what RBI is. Okay. Here we go. So this is 2023. Okay. I'm not going crazy. That's a great way to start a post. But there's vibrating in my room that I hear from time to time, and it's making me paranoid. Oh. Yeah, can we actually give a little W to, can we give a W to Majestic Unicorn for that timing? Because that was incredible. It was indeed one of the requirements that it was safe for work. It was. I just live for small. Of course you do. We know you do, Emmy. Okay. I live alone. No one else lives with me but my dog. The buzz I hear sporadically sounds exactly like my iPhone. Just a quick short vibration, about half a second. It's not my iPhone as I hear it when I'm actively using my phone. And it's not my iPhone. Okay. It's not a... Perfect sound alert there. It's not regular. It doesn't happen in intervals. It's completely random. Sometimes I hear it often, sometimes days go by. Oh wait, sometimes I hear it often, sometimes days go by. Got it. It's too quiet to hear when I'm watching TV. Almost always when there's no other sound. Sometimes it sounds like it's coming from under my bed. Sometimes it sounds like it's coming from the ceiling. I can't for the life of me figure out what it is. Interesting. RBI equals Reddit Bureau of Investigation. Sign us up, chat. That's what we are. Wait, can we be the ABI? The Abbey Bureau of Investigation? The monster under his bed. Yeah, it's a monster, guys. Okay, I live pretty basic. I have a light mounted on the ceiling. Co-detect. Why did my brain go co-I? Oh, okay. Co-inspector? Got it. I'm playing too much Minecraft. Co-detector, iPhone charger in my room, and that's all the electrical things in my room. Really? Just that? I'm like, I have so much stuff in my room that's electrical. Like, could it be coming from inside the drywall? Plumbing, maybe? I'm not crazy. This is a real sound, but it happens so infrequently I can't pinpoint it at all. Whew. you have Abby, the head of the Abby. Abby, the head of the ABI, the Abby Bureau of Investigation. Perfect, guys. It's perfect. It's the Cookie Monster, obviously. You always talk about food, my guy. Wait, no, that's actually quite a good shout quality. You do always talk about food. I kind of love it. Okay, now we have an update. Oh, it's a long update. Okay. What do we think it is? Before we... I'm going back up. Before we work out what it is, what do we think it could be? What do we think it could be? Because I have no idea. I have no idea. Unless it's like an alarm of some sort. I could have never guessed it. Oh, God. Abby, the amount of times he's talked about food in the group chat with me is wild. I can imagine that. I'm just hungry. I ate all 3 boxes already and it's too late to go and get more. Staying under his bed, grabbing his nose. What? A burner phone from the previous resident. Oh, wait, that's a shout. CK, that's a shout. That is such a good shout. God, could you imagine? Like, someone's like messaging you asking all these things and you're like, this is not my phone. The building expanding and contracting, or people who left their phone on the floor and it vibrates. Oh, good shout. Or like, they didn't say if they lived in a flat or anything, but could it be something like, if it's like a flat, then like, could it be something either like above, below, or to the side of them? Like from another apartment maybe? They never state that. Yeah, that was my first thought too, but that's too obvious. But I also feel like the obvious things could make sense. It's in the floorboards. Probs. Okay, let's find out. Okay, update. Wait, how long ago was this? So October 18th, 2023, and then they posted their update on April 4th, 2025. Damn, that's a while. Posted about a strange buzzing in my house over a year ago, and I never was able to figure out what it was. I hear it so infrequently and irregularly that it was almost impossible to figure out what it was. Oh. Every time I'd hear it, I'd immediately stop what I was doing and go real silent, waiting with bated breath, hoping it would buzz again. Almost like a cruel joke, it would only buzz after I gave up waiting and went back to whatever it was I was doing. Even up to last week, I'd still hear it. Sometimes multiple times a day, sometimes weeks would go by without hearing it. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, and it's comically stupid what it was. Oh no. It's the Twitch Discord mods. Abby keeps in people's walls, floors, and ceilings. Well, you're not meant to know about that, guys. You're not meant to.
Abby, your mic glitched a bit like crazy and now we can't hear you.
That is how you know I go on. There we go. Sorted. I did it. Did you enjoy me singing along, even if you only heard like 5 minutes? Damn, we didn't pay the sound bill for Abby. I have no idea why it's doing this. This is literally freaking me out. I still can't hear. Just try to turn up the volume. Never mind. Better. Beautiful. Okay. Where were we? Where was it? The world was real quiet, and it was a deep silence, and I heard the buzz. But for the first time, it almost immediately repeated, and kept repeating in frequency, almost like a rhythm. I was 100% sure it was my phone ringing on vibrate, so I started groping around the bed to find my phone, because the buzzing sounded exactly like my phone buzzing every 2 seconds for about half a second. Ooh. Once I found my phone, the buzzing continued, but I couldn't quite place where it was coming from. This is gonna sound crazy, and I'm amazed this is the source, but eventually my alertness and physical movements woke my dog up, and the buzzing immediately ceased with a grunt. Exactly emulating a cell phone buzz. What? What do you mean? It's cutting in and out. What? I'm gonna do this and hope that this does something. Are we hearing me? GG mic gone again? What is going on? It's cutting in and out. Why? 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 Can you hear me? Hi, Ren. Welcome in. How we doing? Yeah, please stop chewing the wire. My light went. Can you hear me? I think it may be a bad cable or something. I think I'm gonna need to invest in another. What if I blew out the mic? Fuck, imagine I blew out the mic. Right, I think you need to send the mods back to their walls. I think I need to just project for the rest of this stream. Hold on. I think you need to send Emmy the bill for making you peek your mic. Maybe that is it. Invest in another, we may never know what. Invest in another what? If I need to invest in another mic, these babies are so expensive. It wasn't my fault. It may have been. Try a different cable if you can. I unfortunately literally can't. It is the only cable I have. Hold on. How's this? Is this working at all? CK, the horribly worded emails are seriously horribly worded. Seriously. My new one, I got off Amazon for like 30 quid. I feel like I need to get a spare mic just in case this keeps happening. I'm tapping. Don't say anything to Emmy, she'll show up herself and offer to shout every word you say. True, she would. Okay. So we can still hear me? Yeah? We can still hear me? Don't go off. Please. Okay. So, the buzzing was my stupid shepherd's exhales. Like his every exhale or possible inhale, I'm not sure, was buzzing, exactly emulating a cell phone buzz. Sounds successful, we can hear you. Stunning. I'm decently confident that this is the same buzzing that I've been hearing for years. And also the reason that I've been unable to source it was because every time I hear it, I get super alert and tense, which immediately wakes up my dog as he's super in tune to my behavior. And his... I'm not even in Minecraft. I'm jumping. I'm reading Reddit stories and I'm jumping at the creeper house. Oh yeah, we can tick off told the story twice because I feel like I have. It immediately wakes my dog up as he's super in tune to my behavior and his breath buzzing stops. Then when I relax and give up the search, he goes back to sleep, and as the situation's over, that's when I hear it again, and he wakes up to see what's got me agitated. I also only ever hear it during moments of calm when I'm lounging, never when I'm active and moving about the house. So this would make sense that it's only ever when my boy is sleeping. W-dog. I agree. W-dog. I'm pretty satisfied with this answer as I haven't heard it since that night. When I do hear it again, I'll be on the lookout to see if it's the dog nose next time as well. I can send you the link on Discord for the mic I got if you want, but the mic arm for it is a bit shit. Yeah, no worries. You can absolutely send me that. Has there been an accent change? I don't think there's been an accent change, but there has 100% been a Hamilton reference made. Because I did mic test earlier by singing, I'm taking this horse by the face, we can break lots of the blood stains, that fire, I'm never going to stop until I make a job burn up together for a main time. I did do that for mic test earlier. So trust me, it's that. Okay. Wait a minute. Yes, that. Abby, I'm gonna sue you for giving us ads soon. What? You should do voices for them? Ooh! I might do. Okay. So, that wasn't even a am I the a-hole kind of story. Are we satisfied with the discovery for that one? Are we satisfied? If you want to show that email, I've blurred out what I don't want the world to see. Have you actually? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you what Emily Cordial sent to some of us the other night. And I'm going to let you try and read it. If anyone can get this, I'll be impressed. Anyone? Can anyone read it? You say strongly worded, there is not a normal word in there. That is there a word in there at all? If anyone can tell me what that is meant to say, let me know. Well, it says hi. We've got a hi, yeah. Hi, Blur. Welcome in. Oh, ads. No, not ads when I'm showing this email. I was reading, man. It says, hi, I appreciate your primary railway. You child have specified rat and yackle like this the yogurt. Shook regards your best potential gear. Emmy. Oh my god, Emmy, thank you so much for the sub. I love you, queen. How you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. 7 months? 7 months? How has it been 7 months? How on God's green earth has it been 7 months? Regards, your best potential girl, Okay, so my lights are going off left, right, and center. Hold on. Hold on. My lights are going off left, right, and center. This is not going well. Prompt. I've just been... Oh my god, Amesy! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. How are you doing? How is it going? How's it going for you? Hold on, guys. I am real quick gonna try and... Is there like a longer... Oh no, because I need to unplug my lights. I can't unplug my lights. So we're at a problem. I can't use much. I can't use much to charge these. So we're just gonna have to switch between them. We might need to eventually get my old light out. Which is bad. But anyway, appreciate your prompt reply. You should have specified that you should regards for your best potential girl, Emmy. Oh, wait. That makes sense. That makes more sense. This is what I can make in the email. And I can do this because I have dysgraphia. Fair! Amesy, welcome on in. Fellow Scottish girl gamer, holy hi. Hello very much, Amesy. Welcome on in. It is so nice to see you. What have you been up to today? And how have you been doing? Girl is higher. Higher. Hold on, I think I'll send you what I think I said. Oh god. I think this is impressive. The fact that people can slightly understand this, I'm impressed. Like, it is difficult to read this. I appreciate your promptly, really. You should have specified that you show your regards to your best potential girly, Amy. Is that what Geyer is? Is that what Geyer is? Girly? 3-minute ads were evil. Oh god, I didn't even notice it was 3 minutes. I apologize. My old cause looking hieroglyphic looking handwriting has taught me something. W. Should we keep reading? Let's keep reading. Okay, so I've got mysterious vibrating in the bedroom, which was really just a dog snore. That is crazy. Could you imagine it just being the dog snore? Wait, you've sent what you... Okay, this is what she thought she said. Hi. Hold on. I can't make this. She said, hi, I appreciate your prompt reply. You should have specified that and question mark. Regards your best potential hire, Emmy. Did we see that? Did we see that? My dyslexia was reading it, but the ads stopped me. Didn't want me to succeed. No, they were like, nah, you ain't seen that. You ain't seen it now. You are not seeing that. I like that this has turned into what on earth has Emmy said? What has she said? Hi, I appreciate your prompt reply. You should have specified that and you all suck. Redacted part, I know. No regard, your best potential hire, Emmy. That was close. You were close. I'm convinced the redacted part was essential to the context. It might have been. It might have been. That would have been really funny if it was. I think I've decided what it says. I'm a scholar. You're a scholar, Brad. I'm so proud of you. You're a scholar, girly. Woohoo! Okay, let's get back to Reddit stories. Okay. I need to go in and get some more. I'm gonna sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze! Oh my god, people have sent more. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh my god, there are so many. I need to go fast to get some of these. Okay, so we have our 3 from Bella. W Bella, those were some very nice stories. I quite enjoyed them. Oh, this feels interesting. Okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my friend she's ruining her child's life with the name she gave her? I am of the big brain species, which is the Abbey chat. The Abbey Bureau of Investigations. That is you guys. Blink to blink. Could you imagine? like, this is interesting. I'm excited. Straight to jail. Terrible. Get them gone. I'm very scared of what the name they've given. Okay. Oh, and they've been voted not the a-hole. Let's see if we agree. Okay. So, I, 21 female, have been friends with Lorraine, 22 female, for 17 years now. Oh, that's a while. And we're really close. She recently gave birth to her daughter, and her husband recently told us the name. Okay. Oh no. They decided to name their daughter Juliet. And her middle name is Mariah. Oh. I thought the spelling was a joke until she told me they are serious. I told her that with that spelling of a simple but beautiful name, it's just going to ruin that little girl's life. She got mad and told me to stop ruining her mood and that I'm being mean. I feel like it's like Maria? Maybe? Because that's how it's spelled. Like, ooh. I'm completely honest. The spelling is just bad. Nothing else can explain it. Why ruin such a beautiful name by including letters that don't belong there? I texted her yesterday and told her that the little girl will try and change her name or at least go by her middle name since it's normal. She told me to stop texting her, that I'm a bad friend, that I'm being the a-hole for making fun of the name. I don't think I am. When I told her that spelling is just bad, she went crazy. She told me that I am the worst friend ever and that I would never be able to see her daughter again. Oh wow, that is a big threat. After that, her husband sent me an email telling me to stop being so disrespectful. An email? In this day and age? He thinks the spelling is cute and it just makes her unique. Jesus. Unique, yes. But that's just going to make that little girl suffer and she will probably be bullied for that spelling. I haven't replied and honestly, I don't think I'm the a-hole here, but I thought I'd just ask Reddit since you all are the best to judge. So, am I the a-hole for telling my friend that the name she gave her daughter is bad and will ruin her life? What do we think? Not the a-hole, already confirmed. That is true. The one sentence is all that it needed. True. Like, it's a bad name. Like, I can just see a lifetime of this girlie getting her name butchered. And I feel so bad for her. Abigail will henceforth be Celta's. Yes, I like that spelling. Yes. I like it. Hold on, that's the point. I thought I couldn't spell, but jeez, it's so not a great one. W reference, M-A-W reference. If you do want it to be unique to Juliet, yeah, and just add the 2 T's. Like, the end bit is fine, but the first bit is a travesty. I've sent you the mic link in Discord as a DM, and the price went down to $25.99. Oh, nice! Thank you so much! Honestly, Juliet is unique enough now these days. That is true. Juliet is a very unique name nowadays. Like, not many people decide to use it. Like, this is just bizarre, though. Absolutely bizarre. Shall we get into the updates, though? King Archie, thank you for the Dexter sound. Leslie is a really unique name I like. Oh, true. And Juliet is much prettier and aesthetic. What the heck? It's the keyboard spam of a name. It actually is. Nah, move on. I think the person that named them that needs to have a fly in their room always buzzing. They can never find it to get rid of it. They should have just picked an Irish name if they wanted different spelling. No way, that's such a good point, Q. And Irish names just don't do much for the spelling and stuff. Like, it's like, have you ever tried to read Neve or Siobhan? Like, those names don't stay with it. Okay. Oh, wait. Update. Alright, I get it. I'm an a-hole for going after the name more than once. Sorry for that, LMAO. I just sent her an apology text for doing it. Yeah, I did write how she should try to look at it from another perspective. I also sent a few screenshots of the comments just for her to see what other people think of it. FYI, I'm supposed to be the godmother, which is why I was extra worried. LMAO, my bad. Okay, that's a fair point. Going after it multiple times is not a good look. I'd agree with that. But yes, this is the first story of yours, Monkey. This is your first story on it. Siobhan isn't that bad. Yeah, like it's not entirely, like, it doesn't entirely make sense. Like, why would she pick Juliet but that spelling? Like, that's just not a nice name. They should have the dog of the previous Reddit story. I agree, they should have that dog. For those who don't know, try guessing how it's pronounced. I think I know how it's pronounced, but I don't want to take the risk and make it wrong. I don't want to take that risk. Oh. Just seen something. I was like trying to move it and then my tic-tacs fell. Okay. Let's keep going. Update 2. Hello again. I've been asked if there are any updates, and yes, there are. So I've been talking with Lorene a lot over text, and she's slowly starting to notice her mistake. I apologized again. We are good again. And we talked about the name, and she told me that she won't change it and really loves it, but is slowly understanding why it's weird for others, especially me. Her husband, on the other hand, is still pretty mad at me. He thinks that I took it too far and that my apologies aren't from the heart. I've been asked if I'm still the godmother, and yes, I am. There were thoughts of changing it, but now that we get along again, I'm back in the role. Back to the husband, he actually blocked me everywhere and is telling Lorene to do so too, because he thinks I'm manipulating and that I'm lying just so we can get close again. Doesn't make sense, I don't know. Well, either way, it's getting better with the relationship, just not with the name. Has there been an accent change yet? I don't actually know. If there has, or there hasn't, just let me know. It's a tricky one and can easily sound like a risky word. Yeah, I ain't gonna try that then. Not on stream. Okay, so I am then going to do our favorite thing ever. We are polling it for OP. Are they the a-hole? Are they not the a-hole? Or is everyone the a-hole? Or no a N-A-H. That makes no sense. Not the a-hole. There we go. I'll do this. No one. There we go. That makes sense. That makes more sense. There we go. What do we think? What do we think? So we've got you're the a-hole, not the a-hole, everyone's the a-hole, or no one is the a-hole. What do we think? Abby, sorry, have you been baited into bingo? Not yet, surprisingly enough. I'm in the... Emmy! Emily Cornell, no! Don't say that! Goodness gracious. Yes, Majestic Unicorn, you have done the perfect timing there. Don't say that, please! Emily, don't! I'm 3 drinks in. Oh god, guys. Emmy is going to become completely incoherent in about 5 minutes, and we're just going to have to deal with that. I think the boyfriend is the a-hole. Ooh. Okay. I can see that. I can get that. Why not 4? Okay. So our winner is currently not the a-hole. But we do have the draw of everyone's the a-hole here. Okay, interesting. Those of you who voted everyone's the a-hole, why did we go for that? I voted everyone just because OP was pushing it more than once. To be fair, valid, but mainly because the guy is a bitch. I agree with that. The guy is a wee bit weird. He is 100% weird. Hey, I started messaging about 7 drinks in yesterday. Yeah. Emmy, do you feel insulted? I love it. We're already in for it. I'm trying to see if there's I agree with OP personally. I do agree with OP. I think this is a horrible spelling, but them pushing it made it worse. That's my personal opinion. The guy is a twat. I love this guy. He's just weird. We don't like him. But yeah, that was a good story. Thank you so much, Solar, for that one. Oh wait, that's actually such a smart idea. Ticking them off as we go. Oh, big brain. I can't see which one of you that is, but I love you. I love you guys. Or I see you next Tuesday. Okay. Where are we? Hey, I proceeded to then be shotgunned twice and drink a further bottle and a half of vodka. That is terrifying. That it's a bottle and a half. Maybe the guy was just having a constant stroke in his head and it just sounded great. We got 20 people, by the way. Oh, W! Someone want to take that one off? The guy deserves mayo only in his right shoe. Wait, mayo and only his right shoe? Sounds horrible. No, because could you imagine the squidge as you're as you're walking? No. I'd be traumatized. I would be so traumatized. That would be terrifying. I'd hate that. I didn't get that vodka straight. Another terrifying thing to hear. Okay, shall we move on to our next story? Let's do it. Am I the a-hole for telling a girl to stop wasting food? Okay. Are we ready? I'm gonna try and move this down. I don't want it to... There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. I, 21 female, usually always sit with the same group of people in my university's dining area. There's this girl who I've talked to a few times, but I'm not really friends with. She's kind of quiet, but when she finally talks, she seems normal. I've sat across from her a few times and noticed how she was eating because it was weird to me. She eats maybe half of her food. Keep in mind, you control the amount of food. It's cooked by the cafeteria, staff buffet style. She could easily take less and kind of plays with it with her fork when she's done. AKA eating half of it, sometimes even less. Oh. I didn't say anything for a while, but a few weeks ago I had to ask her why she always only ate half of her food. She seemed embarrassed, but answered she thought she was more hungry and laughed it off. I then asked her why she made this mistake every time we ate. Oh, I don't... OP, no, stop. No, OP, no. And that she must have learned by... No! Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. She didn't really... Hold on. She didn't really answer. I don't actually remember, but it wasn't actually an explanation, and left pretty quickly. She doesn't really show up that much anymore, but when she does, she still eats like this, and I couldn't hold it in anymore. I asked her once again, no, stop asking her, and also asked her if her parents never told her to not play with her food. Does anybody else want to join me in slapping OP halfways to Monday? Like, you can't ask things like that. Like, they went, actually, yeah, they literally did. And it's like, no, stop. Like, it's bad. It was a genuine question. Some people are raised in households where manners aren't important. Oh my God.
But obviously they are for most people. She got really mad at me and told me to stop commenting on her eating habits and that it was none of my business. I told her that it absolutely was, since she was sitting at our table and obviously wasting food. She told me to go F myself and left and threw out the rest of her food again. After she left, one of my friends told me to leave her alone as she seemed like she was having a hard time and maybe some sort of issue with food. Yeah, obviously she has an issue with food. She keeps wasting it. Oh my god. She hasn't shown up again. I'm assuming she buys her own food now, which might teach her not to waste it, so that's good. The same friend who told me to leave her alone keeps pestering me to apologise to her, but I think she should apologise to me. She's unnecessarily rude when being asked the most basic and obvious questions, and also told me to go F myself. That's way more harsh than anything I've ever told her. Keep in mind that I care a lot about food waste and the environment. Am I the a-hole for telling a girl to stop wasting food? What the hell? That was just so rude. That was so rude. I'm in shock from reading that one. Oh wait, hold on. Is there an update? There is not an update. Okay. That means we are polling. And okay. I'm also gonna just add in the edit here. Edit, okay, I'm the a-hole. Sorry, I'm not studying to be an eating disorder specialist. Oh my god. I looked up stuff about it and I'm realizing I was too harsh. I'll apologize next time I see her and try not to be so condescending. But you should all follow your own advice. If people genuinely don't know something, you should tell them nicely instead. And I realize I should have tried to educate her nicely about food waste and not commented on how she was eating. Yeah. Okay. Where are we going with this? Hold on. Talking to someone about their food habits is really messed up. I agree with that. It is so, I don't like that. I'm going to use a cannon to post tins of soup through his letterbox. That sounds about right. She should have said to him, well, you're wasting oxygen, so you should stop that. Cute, that's brilliant. Oh my god, what a massive twat he is. Yeah, that is a sign of an ED, like, oh bless. I think they deserve to have a hole in their socks, only big enough so that their big toe sticks out. That's so bad. Oh wait, what did you say, Emmy? Secondhand embarrassment right now, but I can see why OP is asking. Yeah, they might just not really realize what they are asking entirely and not really clock it. I'm going with everyone again. I understand where OP is coming from, but they were 100, like 10,000% too harsh with it. Way too harsh. I'm kind of on everyone's side right now, and I have so many words that I can't say. Fair. I'm still going to use a cannon to massive to post tins of soup. Yes. Fair. If it happens every time I see their concern with food waste, but unless I misunderstood it, they did it in front of other people. Yeah, doing it in front of other people is a massive ick. I do not like that at all. Like, ask why they keep doing this and, like, being concerned for their well-being too. Yes. I think that if that were something to mention, OP would have maybe mentioned it. Yeah, true. Unless they haven't, like, clocked it. That makes a lot of sense. yeah, they don't even seem to be kind of, in the edit here, they don't really feel like they're giving any sort of, oh, my bad, I'm really, really sorry. Like, they're not giving any kind of that. I didn't see it, Bread. I personally didn't see it. But, if people can say that they've seen it, then I'm okay for it to be ticked off in that case. But this is, we all seem to be agreeing with Reddit, with the a-hole here. Then we did obviously have a few on everyone, which makes sense. Can you do an accent change too then? Maybe. But we are going with that one. Okay. So we're saying mainly the a-hole, I'd say. Okay. That was brutal. Doing it in public and insulting their family and upbringing. Yes, that was a huge one. Like, why are you insulting their upbringing? Do not insult their upbringing. And every time she isn't eating every single meal with them, how would he know? True. Okay. That one, I did not like that one. I did not like the way they were acting. I did not like that one. Oh, it's just a really, really short one. I've read the first sentence. I'm concerned. This is a nice lively one after what we've just read. Am I the a-hole for connecting to the ear pod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach? What do we mean? Why would you... I'm actually gonna cry. That is the funniest sentence I think I've ever read. I'm actually gonna wheeze. Am I the a-hole for connecting to the earpod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach? No, that's funny AF. It literally is. I mean, I would do the same. Loki, if you blast it loud enough, could you hear it though? Well, we might be about to find out. This was peak. No, you ain't. Because I've seen it being done by doctors in hospital to see if they actually did swallow. Wait, really? I read ahead and, like, I see why people are upset. And also maybe, like, wait a minute and stuff. Okay, here we go. When my 3-year-old niece swallowed my sister's left AirPod, I love that they had to specify it was the left one, everyone started worrying right away. I was trying to lighten the situation, so I connected the AirPod to my phone and put my ear on her stomach to check if I could hear it. Surprisingly, I actually did hear a little sound coming from inside her, which made the moment a bit more funny for me. But the people around us didn't really find it amusing. They all looked at me like I wasn't taking things seriously at all. I was just trying to calm the mood, but instead I ended up being the only one laughing while everyone else was stressing out about the AirPod inside her. Yeah, we don't know how old OP is. That's a good point. I wouldn't necessarily go as far as a-hole, but also read the room. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But yeah, no idea how old OP is. OP could be really, really young. There was not that reference there. One thing that Daniel Whitehall was correct about, discovery requires experimentation. That is true. And what can we say? OP was definitely experimenting. Do AirPods taste nice? Does this 3-year-old niece know the food metals? Oh my god. I don't think I can be unbiased with this one. That's effing hilarious. Oh my god, there's so much. Hold on. Where can I find like just a normal one? This will eventually become one of those family stories that gets told over and over again. Once everyone else knows she's fine, they'll also likely find it funny. So what song did you play? No! What song did you play? See, Nintendo got something right with their Switch cartridges. True. Oh my gosh. If your niece thought it was funny, then you did a good thing. A bunch of adults standing around her panicking is only going to make her panic. But if her uncle is joking with her and being silly, she knows it really can't be all that bad. You probably were the only one in that moment helping keep her calm. Wait, that's actually a good point. That's a really good point. The fact that this person could be like making them... Oh my god. Wait, I just clocked what you meant. The brand should use that as a promo. Bluetooth connection stays intact even through infant human flesh. Their sound quality may be affected. I would cry. That is too funny. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, we've got someone else. Wait a minute. We? I think I know who you are. Never an AirPod, but when the youngest nephew was a wee tot, he swallowed a ball bearing. What's a ball bearing? ER doctor said all we could do was wait for it to pass, so each night we had him lay on the floor and check the metal detector, the kind for beachcombing. He thought it was great fun to have that thing go beep 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 over his middle. Nephew and I would be thoroughly amused by his tummy making music. Added bonus, since your niece thought it was humorous, you're calming the patient. We're gonna just have to keep switching these out now that they're doing something. Hold on. I blinded myself. Just if you eat the right one, then the niece will think everything is okay. There we go, that works. True, if the niece thinks everything's okay, then I'd say that's perfect. Because you want to keep the kid calm and like... I would definitely buy the product if they could prove it to me when advertising. Oh my god. Ooh, wait, what if I had loads of earwax on it? Oh wait, no, don't make me think of that. Don't make me think of that, Archway. No, don't make me think of that. Just if you eat the right one, then the niece will think everything is okay and not worry. She's now the only one. Fair. They could eat them both together. So that means we have one more thing to do for this one. Our favorite question. Oh, I've not done that right. A-hole. Are they the a-hole? That's a question mark right at the start, which doesn't work. I'm just gonna... We kind of know what they mean now. So, YTA is you're the a-hole. NTA, not the a-hole. ETA, everyone's the a-hole. And NAH, no a-holes here. There we go. POV, new diet air. Oh my god. New diet AirPods. That would make me traumatized. Okay. Could you imagine? I'm curious as to what everyone will put. Wait, I like the title of this one. I really like the title of this one. What have we all put? Not the a-hole. I agree with that. I will also put in not the a-hole. I'll vote on it. I don't know if I'm voting them, but I'll vote on it. Okay. We are about to do... This is so exciting. This has updates, I think. I'm so excited. Oh, guys, this is gonna be good. Lurk staring at a game of Catan. Oh, have fun. The only thing I don't like about this activity is that when anyone gives me their ETA now, I'm gonna think of this meeting now. Sorry. Love y'all. Be like, what's your ETA? Everyone say asshole? Are you loving my stories? I am indeed. I will say best of Redditor updates will always have the top-notch stories. You know? Have fun in the lurking as well, CK. I realised I didn't say that to you. Have fun. You've got it, King. You got it. Okay. For the low-stakes conspiracies, I was shown this subreddit by my chemistry teacher. Icon. This is another one of monkeys. I'm so excited for this one, Heike. My friend group has a secret that could blow up our entire friend group. Sorry, let's say that again. My friend has a secret that could blow up our entire friend group. I'm feeling ready. Anyone else feeling ready? Because I'm really excited for this one. Okay, so original post, November 19th, 2025. Okay, so I, 27 female, have to give a bit of background on our friend group to illustrate the gravity of this situation. I'm in a friend group of about 8 people, which was essentially founded by these 2 guys, Mark, 28 male, and Jay, 29 male. Mark is single, but Jay has a fiance, Ali, 36 female, that he's getting married to next summer. Nobody else is really relevant. Damn, okay. Mark and Jay have been best friends for years. I think they're coming up on like 22 years. Whoo, that's a lot of years. They were neighbours, went to the same school, and got into the same college, so they wouldn't have to be separated. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Watch out, they're all dating each other's girlfriend. Please don't. Please don't be. They are actually platonic soulmates, to the point of finishing each other's sentences a lot of the time. They are the glue that holds together this entire friend group. Oh no. Should have added to this story at the end. True. To this story. Yeah, nobody else is really relevant. To this story, by the way. Just to the story. When Jay and Ali first got together, Mark was a little weird about it, mostly due to the age gap, but he's come around a lot. They still don't get along perfectly, but he's said he's happy for them both and is going to be best man at the wedding. Aw, that sounds cute. I'm scared now. FFS, it's the word platonic that gets me. Yeah, I feel that. I'm scared now. I'm like, what's going on? Last week, Mark got a promotion and Jay was out of town scouting out venues, so he invited me to go get trashed with him. Fair, as you should. Near the end of the night, he was hammered and grabbed my arm and told me he had a secret. King Archery, we're blinking at this one. He had a secret. Wait, what am I reading? I sent a lot, but the wedding ones are at the end. Oh my god, I love you for that, monkey. Icon. Okay. So he grabbed my arm and told me he had a secret and that I couldn't tell any of our friends because nobody knows. No. He told me he was in love with Jay and had been for years. He went into great detail about how attractive he found him, how good he'd been to him all his life, and then he got this really freaked out look on his face and said he didn't think he could sit there and smile while the love of his life married someone who can't even commit his birthday to memory, much less write a speech about talking about how good their relationship is. He started getting teary-eyed and said the closer to the wedding, the worse he was feeling, how he really needed someone to be there for him, which I agreed to. Oh, Mark just pissed because he missed his chance, yeah. He definitely did. Oh, Craig did know what it was doing there for you, Q. I called it. You knew. You did, actually. You said it's the word platonic that gets me. That's hilarious. Oh, no. I am really bad at keeping secrets. People don't tell me a lot of secrets because I tend to blab. Oh, no. Why have you been told? I don't mean to. I just let that stuff slip a lot of the time. It's something I've got a lot better at, but still I cannot tell this one. But it's been sitting on my chest like stones on Giles Corey. What's Giles Corey? I don't know what that is. I didn't even know Mark was queer. I'm a bisexual woman myself, so I know how good some people can be at hiding it. And Ali is fine, honestly. That's something to say. Like, she's nice and all, but I wouldn't call her and Jay a perfect match or anything. She doesn't tend to hang out with the group unless Jay is there. I'd call her an acquaintance. Okay. I feel like all I can do is wait for some sort of blast wave. Like, I need to get to a bunker I told Mark I'd be there for him, but he was so drunk I don't even think he remembers telling me. No, I have no idea what to do here, if anything. Isn't Giles Corey Stonehenge? Maybe. What do you think you would do in this situation? You've got two friends. They're about to get married. One's the best man. The best man confesses he's in love with the groom, and he tells you. What on earth would you do? I think I'd die. I think I would rather jump off a cliff than deal with that situation. Realistically. Giles Corey, 17th century farmer who was accused of witchcraft along with his wife, so probably referencing stoning. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That was a good reference then. Okay, how many comments here? Okay, we've got a few. Okay. Commenter 1. Sounds like a drunken confession that as long as he forgets it, then you should as well. It isn't like he confessed that he was going to crash the wedding or run away with Jay the day before the wedding. This is inner emotions that you really wouldn't know if Mark had not been so drunk. Why involve yourself unless you are asked? You have time to process the facts and be prepared to be a support leading up to the wedding day in case something big happens. But other than that, you're not your business, not your problem. That's what I'm worried about, that Mark will do something stupid. Oh God. I love him, but he's a little dramatic. If Jay finds out, then it could be really bad. And if Mark tries to do something at Jay's wedding, it could be really, really, really bad. Why is this like that K-pop song? Oh my God, it is! Oh my God. Watch the Please Don't music video, and by K-Will. It is incredible, and you think it's not going to be the way it is, and then it is. Because I've made so many people watch it. I just love watching people react to it, because I'm like, you're never gonna guess what happens, and they don't. No sad song for my broken heart. Wait, that one as well? Oh, there's so many. That's a K-pop reference. It's not the reference you think it is, Monkey. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my God. 4 days later, we have an update. I'm ready. Update. The friend group ending secret is so much worse than I thought it was. How can it be worse? I've been texting with Mark, and he's been drinking more and making sense less. I had to come over to his place a few nights ago, keep him company, and he was completely wasted and sobbing like a baby. He's found a therapist and scheduled an appointment, but it's still a ways out. I took the alcohol out of his apartment as per his request and stayed with him as he went to sleep. But while he was drunk, he dropped another bombshell on me. Oh God. Oh no. Apparently, a little over a year ago, Jay and Mark hooked up once again. Oh no. Well, once again, drunk. Usually they don't have alcohol problems and they don't drink that often. They're just both bad drunks and tend to make really stupid decisions when plastered. This makes sense. Texting exes and getting in fistfights usually. A week later, Jay met Ali, and a month after that, they got together. He told me he was already head over heels for Jay at that point, and it really took a toll on him. They remained friends, never talked about it again, but it's been eating away at Mark ever since. I feel awful for the poor guy. Oh no, I don't like this. I did notice about a year ago that the dynamic got really weird for a few months, but I figured it was just due to Ali being thrown into the mix. This is so damn messy. Also, no, I wasn't going to tell anyone with stake in it, so stop treating me like a gossipy churchgoer desperate to ruin the lives of those around her. None of my friends have read it, so I will take the risk that they'll see this. I'll update if anything else big happens. Oh my goodness. Chat, what do we think is going to go on? I'm scared. Thank you for the blinky cat there, unicorn. Love that for you. That is horrible. Okay. OP responds to downvoted commenter regarding the possibility of Jay hurting Mark and Ali and the relationship between Jay and Mark. Original OP showed out Jay to Ali. Oh, that's a weird conclusion to come to after seeing a tiny snapshot of a relationship through the eyes of another person. You're talking about one of my best friends like he's a manipulative monster. Knowing enough about Jay, he's probably struggling with it too. Mark isn't out. Jay isn't out. He may not even be queer. He may have just been experimenting and felt safe with Mark. Obviously, I haven't talked to Jay about it since he's a genuinely good person, and I can't imagine he knows the depth of how Mark feels since they mutually agreed not to discuss it further. And he would be hurting him like this if he knew. Mark's made it clear he hasn't told Jay the extent of his feelings. I'm not going to blow up my friend's life. I will never out somebody, at least not on purpose. Mark... Jay probably doesn't even remember it. They hooked up when drunk. True. Mark, on the other hand, missed his mark. Oh, cute. Oh, goodness. I am gobsmacked. My flabbers have been gasted. Yeah! I still think the best thing to do is wait till the wedding day. Then when the priest person guy says, does anyone object, and say the secret. Oh, no, that would be horrible. I'd love to be there, but that would be horrible. Oh, wait, we've got a latest update. Here? Okay, we've got trigger warnings, infidelity, manipulation, and fraud. Okay. Right, let's scroll down to update number 2, was it? Yeah, it'll be update number 2. Okay. Justice for the possibly little gay voice. Oh, God. Oh, dear. I'm scared. Okay, so this is update 1. New update! The 13th of December 2025. Nearly 3 weeks later. I'm scared. I'd bring the popcorn, but yeah, that would be like... it'd be a horrible thing to do at a wedding. I'm really scared for what's about to happen. Okay. Update! A lot of weird stuff has happened in my friend group. Oh no. For those coming in late, the long and short of it is that my friend Mark is in love with his best friend of 22 years, Jay. They hooked up about a year and some change ago, but now Jay is engaged to his fiancée, Ali. I only learned this from Mark while drunk a few weeks back. So lately, my girlfriend and I have been helping keep Mark sober. We tried to encourage him to talk to Jay about all this, but he refused and said it wouldn't do any good. I'm still not sure if Jay knows how Mark feels, but I'm not about to start prodding. Oh no. Then last week something weird happened. Jay sent a text to the GC group chat and said that he and Ali had ended their engagement. Oh no. And their relationship entirely. He said he'd say more in a while, but right then he was busy with damage control. Q 8-ish 20-somethings freaking out. I immediately called Mark and asked if he had anything to do with any of this. And he said no, which I believed. He seemed just as surprised as we were and was trying not to lose it. I texted Jay asking if he was alright and said he just needed some time to think, but thanked me for checking in. Oh, I'm scared. I hope Mark... I don't know. Wait, I'm scared, guys. The next few days were insane, in part due to the big news, but also due to other irrelevant stuff. Our dog ate part of a weed brownie. How was that relevant? She's fine. Normally we keep our stuff far beyond her reach, but this time it was accidentally left out. There was a lot of gossip and curiosity. Ali wouldn't answer any texts, but eventually Jay reached back out and told us. Oh, no. So, Ali had chosen her own engagement ring pretty much. The only thing she didn't customise was an inscription on the inside of the ring that Jay got as a surprise. Well, she got in the shower a week or so ago and took off all her jewellery before she got in and left it on the bedside table. Jay picked up the ring to admire it, and apparently it wasn't at all cheap, and noticed the inscription wasn't there. and that the band was a different kind of metal than the one he chose. It also looked much more weathered. She had a second near identical engagement ring from another man? I didn't think it would be Ali. I thought it was going to be Jay or Mark. I did not think it was going to be Ali. Oh my. After a lot of confrontation, she admitted that Jay was in fact the other man, and she was actually already married and had been for years. She planned on leaving him at the altar and just selling the ring. A plan so stupid, I cannot believe she made it this far. Ali isn't exactly known for how smart she is. She once asked if Mark spoke black French or white French because he's mixed race, Creole. He's not even white mixed, and I'm still wondering what she meant by it. Obviously, Jay cut her off and he got the ring back. Guys! What the hell? What the hell? Leaving at the altar is diabolical. And the fact that she's already married? What do we mean? What do we actually mean here? I hope the boys get together. Me too. Jay deserves it. Mark deserves it. Mark has been pretty much by Jay's side ever since the announcement, and to his credit, he genuinely doesn't seem to have an ulterior motive. He wants to be there for Jay during a tough time. At this point, I have no idea what's running through that man's head. My girlfriend suggests I remove myself a little for a bit, and I agreed. I don't need to be in the middle of this. Anyway, that's all for now. It's very weird and complicated. I'll update if something else happens. My jaw went through the floor, then straight through the earth to bloody China, and then straight to Jupiter and beyond. Oh my god. Mark has another chance to make an impression. I can't stop. Oh my god. He can do it. He can do it. Oh my god. Any chance that this is a comment for it? Any chances that it's a coincidence for Mark and Jay to get together now that Jay has called off the engagement? I don't know, but I don't know. I don't think either of them are ready for that or ever will be in Jay's case. Oh, that's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. In one ear, I have this story, and the other, I have the math TA sesh work. You gotta listen. We'll keep you updated on the stories. Reddit stories all the way. Okay, that means we have one thing to do. That is absolutely crazy. Wait, this isn't even, like, we can't even... What was the original question? Oh wait, no, it wasn't even a-holes. Like, there was no a-hole in this question. What do we think? What do we think? I need the accent change so I can lock in. I must get bingo. Like, W, Mark, and J, but I do beg their finest pardon. I agree. What on earth? No, the girlfriend is wrong on removing herself because, dog, this is some excellent tea. This is so good. Like, the a-hole is Ali. I agree with that. Ali is definitely the a-hole here. And we didn't, like, originally I was just like, she's just an innocent bystander. Like, I feel for the girl. She exists, but I feel for her. And now she's like, she's bad. She is not a good woman. Like, ATA, Ali the a-hole. Yeah, Ali is the a-hole. That is, it's, oh my god, I literally, that is insane. That is insane. She is the big bad. Like, we are 100%, like, I doth beg her finest pardon for thy jest she made. Indeed! What on earth? Why? Dearest Ali, why have you done this? Just why? Full stop, why? Like, that is, it is beyond bizarre. What do we mean? Okay. Are we, I feel like Ali is not the a-hole because she is gone. Mark and Jake can get on. They could. Damn, she done had me speaking in ye old English as a Scots guy. Wait, no, that's such a fair point. That's such a fair point. I feel that Ali stuck around because she saw her presence upset Mark with or without knowing the reason and was just being an absolute female canine. Oh, true. I think I can kind of see what she was going for. Do I approve? Absolutely not. No. But also, like, I hope things work out for Mark. I hope things work out for Jay. I hope things never work out for Ali. I hope Ali's partner that she's married to actually finds out about all this. And I hope there's a whole thing where she gets fully, like, exposed, I'd say. You know, I really hope that happens. I really do. Okay, we have another story. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Also, W red for that. Okay. I dumped my girlfriend because she made a test Instagram story and I failed. Shall we? I, 26 male, broke up with my girlfriend of 9 months yesterday because I'm apparently supposed to treat her Instagram like a job interview. Oh no. She posted a black screen to her story with a caption, "Some people really disappoint you, lol." No context, no explanation, just that. Can I just put this out there before we continue? That's what you do in primary. That's what you do as a child. That is what you do as a child. We should send Ali to Jupiter and see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. We should! No, don't need to read it because he is an a-hole for failing. Okay. So I ignored it because I'm not a mind reader and I'm not going to play high school games. I assumed it was about one of her friends or just her being passive aggressive about work or whatever. Well, apparently that was a test. She told me I failed because I didn't message her right away asking what was wrong, and she said it... There we go. She said it showed I don't care enough to check in. I told her I don't check Instagram every 5 minutes, and if she has a problem with me, she should act like an adult and talk to me instead of fishing for attention through vague stories. She said I was being cold and emotionally unavailable. I said she was being manipulative and immature. She cried, I packed my stuff. She's still messaging me telling me I'm heartless for leaving over one small thing. But it's not one small thing. It's the million little red flags I've been ignored for too long. The tests, the mood swings, the social media drama. I'm not dating a puzzle I have to solve daily just to avoid a tantrum. I want peace, not stories written in invisible ink that I'm expected to decode while she sits there with her arms crossed waiting to see if I love her enough to notice. Done, blocked, logged out. I feel like I can breathe again. You seen Tomodachi Life? No, I have not. Damn, I already know the girlfriend is the a-hole. This sounds like something comedian girl did. L social media. Okay, fair. Okay. I don't think there's not really seeming to be updates. So, we know what we're saying. We have our poll. Is OP the a-hole in the situation? I'm curious. Oh. Thank you for the blinky cat. Okay, what do we think? They were just incompatible. Fair. No one's the a-hole, just different preferences and expectations. I agree with that. I personally would check in over that or send a little something, but I don't think it's insane not to do it. I agree with that. I think it's very much a situation of they very much have different priorities. I think I personally would fail this test because I actually have social media blocked for sometimes. So I would fail this test immediately. But I can understand why some people don't fail this test. Like, I can kind of get it. But yeah, I think the majority of yous are saying no a-holes here, and I agree with that statement. I do agree with it very, very much. Bye, Abby. I might come back later, but going to doom scroll and might fall asleep. No worries. Have a good night, King Archway. And of course, I'll see you soon. The breakup could have been more cordial, but when emotions run high, people don't do the thinking thing. That is true. They don't really consider much. They just use their emotions and just express and go. And that's what they do. Damn, no offense to this story, but it don't compare to Ali, Mark J, and the other ones that don't matter. That is, I'm forever gonna just think about, like, could you imagine your friend, like, you find that story and you're one of the irrelevant friends and you're just like, what the fuck do you mean I'm irrelevant? Like, what do you mean? what do you mean I'm irrelevant? Like, you'd be like, honestly, it's stupid and they should make up and go play on the swings and have a tea party to make up. Maybe. Wait. I would want a partner to check in on me if I did that. Like, not as a test, like, if it was genuine. But I understand why OP didn't feel it was necessary. Yeah, like, it kind of makes sense when you think about it. It kind of does, you know? Okay. Let us pull up another story. Are we enjoying the Reddit streams? Are we enjoying it? Are we enjoying Reddit stories? Because I do quite like them. I have a lot of fun with them. Yes. Okay, we liking. I once got broken up via email on the day after my birthday because the genius thought it would be less hurtful on the morning after my celebration. What? W Reddit streams 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm quite happy then. Okay, this is a confession. Okay. Are we ready for confession time? Logic, right? Like, that is insane. I don't know why they thought that would be less hurtful. Clearly they were wrong. Okay, this one is from r/confessions. I poured skunk tincture all along my neighbours' windows so they'd be quieter. I kind of like this. I'm scared about this. Okay, that makes total sense because, like, you're not like you're gonna be sad or anything. Yeah, you're not gonna be sad at that point. Never. You're not gonna be sad at all. Not at all. Trust me. You won't be sad. Nah. Okay. They at least didn't ruin the birthday by doing it before. True. They put that into their brain. They did think. They did use their brain occasionally. Not the same, but Canadian girl ghosted me out of nowhere, and then after the can we talk, the dreaded can we talk message, she told me she was planning to block me on my birthday, which would have been like 2 months post ghost. Like, bro, you didn't have to tell me that. No, you could have just went along and blocked and just never spoke about it again. What the hell? Oh, I don't like that. Canadian girl there. Not fun. Okay. That was nasty. Nasty. Okay, that felt like a change of accent because I don't know what accent that was. Why are people like this? Because they are mean. People are mean inherently. Sorry, I got like water everywhere. Abby, don't read story. We have a 3-minute ad break. I'll try and hold off for a second. This is a kind of decently long one. There we go. Bright's finally got her bingo. There she goes. She has her bingo. CK did win first place though. That was an accent change for sure. Texan? I have no idea which accent it was. I could not tell you which accent it became. It became something, and I'm not sure what the something was. Like, at all. Just had a damn ad. It's okay. You're back now. I just seen a clip of someone killing. I'm not saying it. I may say it. Wait, how did they kill Grian in Tomodachi Life? I missed it. Can you make a reference? Depends. Maybe if the Reddit story allows it. If the Reddit story allows it. Will we continue reading? I think we shall. Please. Maybe. We will see. Let's just let it happen naturally, though. Okay. So this is the I poured skunk tincture? What is that? Tincture gave him a new food and he despised it. I sent you the clip. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I will be watching that. All along my neighbors' windows so they be quieter. Here we go. They were so loud all the time. I tried talking to them, telling them my boyfriend and I work at a coffee shop and bakery and our hours were really early. I bribed them with treats I made. I don't think the treats worked. I'm going to try and be productive. If you're still live in like 30 minutes, I'll be back. Stunning. I'll probably still be live in 30 minutes. They were constantly opening their windows and playing their music so loud for hours, at all hours. Even their conversations were loud. With their windows open, even with mine closed, I would know when their mum was visiting, when their boyfriends weren't texting them back, or when they got their nails done. I did everything to cover it up. There we go, I was about to hiccup. Music of my own, fans for white noise, TV, etc. It's like they knew when I was actively trying and stepped up the game to be louder. Eventually we tried talking to the landlords, made noise complaints, everything. They just learned how to be sneaky about being loud. Hold on. There we go. Where is it? Eventually it got spiteful. Ooh. Putting music to the window, screaming and banging on walls. Our houses weren't connected, but there was maybe a max of 10 feet in between with a sidewalk going through. I was getting really stressed out, losing sleep, couldn't relax in my house, and was getting sent home from work because I was so tired. It got really bad and I had no idea what to do. Nothing we had done up to this point had worked. Oh goodness. Too many typos, just ignore it, lol. Don't worry, it's okay. She's having a few drinks. Honestly, if I was being loud, I'd shut up for some baked goods. That makes sense. The neighbors are the a-hole. I think that too. When I'd explain my situation, people would come up with funny revenge ideas. None of them stuck like the skunk tincture did to me. I could feel it in my bones it would work. So I ordered some on Amazon one morning as I left for work. I dumped it all along the side of their house that they keep the windows open on. It smelled so bad, I was worried I was going to get some on me, and I smelled bad at work. I didn't. Oh. Fast forward a couple hours and I get a notification on our camera that there's motion. It faced in between the two houses along the sidewalk. The place I dumped the tincture. One of the girls was walking back and forth up the sidewalk, spraying the rocks under the windows with Lysol. I watched it for a while and more came out. One opened the window and pulled the screen off and wiped it down. Eventually a maintenance guy showed up, then the gas company. I kind of started to panic at that point. I kind of felt bad, like maybe I'd gone too far. I don't think they ever figured it out or suspected me. For the next 2 months, those windows stayed shut and I barely heard anything from them. It was so peaceful, I couldn't believe it worked. Damn, that's smart. I might use that on my a-holes of neighbors. May as well. How do words work? How can two sentences both be 5-syllable, but one fits into a lyric gap and one doesn't? What is my life? Oh my gosh, bless you. Sorry, I'm in the thinking. It's okay, you can think. Oop, this story. I love a revenge story. I love it. Like, see nuclear revenge. Oh, get me that nuclear revenge. It's so funny. That was actually kind of interesting. I quite like that one. That was quite a good story. Would you do the same? Would you change it up or would you do the same? That's my question. What would you do? What would you do? So that's a TV show, isn't it? This feels nuclear. Yeah, it gives... I actually don't think it's entirely nuclear. I think it's quite tame for nuclear. I think it's definitely, like, an explosion of some sort. But I don't think it's nuclear just yet. I found this the weirdest conspiracy theory. I'm ready. Emmy, you can't just say that. You can't just say that the moment I drink my water. I almost did a spit take on my PC. Chat, did we all read? My pen just dropped. Did we all read what Emmy just put in chat? If not, I'm gonna pin it for like a minute. I'm gonna pin it. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what this girlie said. Believe it or not. It's on the Reddit suggestions. It's actually... Oh my god. Though, accurately, if you guys are all... If there's more Reddit stories that you guys have, then if you want, you can always send them into the Reddit suggestions. I'm just going to keep that pinned. I may as well. I realized I didn't have that pinned, and I was like, huh. Abby, to be fair, what Emmy said, valid. Yeah, fair. But also, I feel like they'd suspect it immediately. They'd suspect it's you. Are you ending? Not yet. I've still got a bit of time. And I have another story ready for us. Are we wanting another story, guys? Are we wanting another story? Because I have one ready. I have one ready. Oh, she's charging. She's charging quite quickly. I might actually put her up and give me my actual nice light back. Oh, that didn't actually do much. Where is it? There we go. My nice light back. I don't care. I just want to... Here we go. Another story for us. Am I the a-hole for refusing to learn my boyfriend's parents' language? Okay. I, 27 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 29 male, for a little over a year. We met through mutual friends and immediately hit it off. To this point, our relationship has been nothing but great, except for this one story. Oh. My boyfriend was born in Poland, and both of his parents are Polish, but he went to international schools growing up and has been living inside the US for the past 8 years. That means he speaks English like a native speaker and only speaks Polish around his parents or other family members. Okay. I have never met his parents because they still live in Poland and I work a very demanding job, so we never really had time to go visit them. But this year I got promoted, WOP, which also means more free days. So we will be going to Poland around Christmas and spend like 2 to 3 weeks there. Since we first decided on going, I have been super excited to meet his family and discover the country he grew up in. Ooh. I love how Twitch censors shut up and not that one. Yeah, it's so funny. Also, welcome in, Irishy. How you doing? How is it going? Oh no. I've just read the next bit. Oh no. Here's where we started to have a problem. My boyfriend asked if I could start learning Polish before we go to Poland so that I can communicate with his family. I completely understand why he would ask and have no problem with the idea itself. However, for multiple reasons, this would be complicated for me, so I said no. Okay. He got a bit confused and asked why, so I explained. First of all, we are leaving for Poland on December 19th, which is in 2 weeks. Thank you for the blinky cat. Which is in 2 weeks. So there's no way I'll have time to learn a language in 2 weeks, especially since Polish is pretty difficult. Also, I currently have a lot of work to do before I can leave for the holidays, so I have very little time to spare. And lastly, I've been asked by my company to learn Italian for professional reasons. So, I'm currently learning, and I feel like starting a new language now would make it all tangled up in my head. So I told him that I could learn some simple words and phrases, but that there was no way I'd be able to communicate with his family members in Polish in 2 weeks. She's the a-hole. Could have learned a few phrases. To be fair, she did say that. I could learn some simple words and phrases. That's fair. Also, for context, both of his parents speak English pretty well, and some of his other family members too. And I suggested that he could translate for us if needed, but he doesn't want to. He got angry at me and said that I was disrespectful to his family and that I wasn't making efforts to understand his culture. He went on a rant about how Americans never make efforts to speak other languages. I speak 3 languages fluently and am learning another one. He even told me that I should just stay here and not come with him for the holidays. Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. I can understand his point of view and try to make efforts with what he's asking. But what he's asking me is just not doable. I don't know if I'm in the wrong here. This is interesting. Okay, that means our favorite time has come. Poll time. Do we think OP is the a-hole? We have our options. You're the a-hole, not the a-hole. Oh wait, I know what it is. Everyone sucks here. Everyone sucks here. I was like, what is that? And no a-holes here. So everyone sucks here is the middle one. Okay. What do we think? I was like, I know there's a like phrase that they use in Reddit, and I was like, I can't remember it. Where were we? Y'all just don't know how to speak every language. Oh god, I'd be terrible at speaking every language. She's a-hole, could have learned a few phrases as she said she would. True, she did say she would. He ain't wrong, but he ain't right though. I'm a bit torn between the two. It's the order of the remarks. No, I don't have time. Maybe I will learn a few phrases is different than I can try to learn some phrases, but there isn't much time left and there's a lot of work pressure, as you know. Yeah, that's true. She is the a-hole for not knowing every language at the age of 20 something. Like, gosh girl, lock in. She is 27 to be fair. And you know what? Okay, we're seeing a lot of everyone sucks here. Okay, that makes sense. I think she can put in an effort, and I think she is going to put in an effort from the sounds of it. But I do think the boyfriend is overreacting here. If she is professionally learning another language, I do disagree with the whole, like, it's her fault, like, she needs to do something else. Like, I disagree with that entirely. I think it's the dog's fault. Of course, let's look at some comments and see. Based on the extra info, I'm going with not the a-hole. You've offered to start learning some of the phrases, and I'm sure eventually you can be fluent, but it sounds like he's expecting too much for the time frame. Is he expecting you to be fluent or just learn some of the language? Okay. I mean, I definitely don't think he's expecting me to be fluent because that would be impossible, but he talked about me being able to talk to his family members. I'm normally pretty good when it comes to learning languages, but there's no way I could have a conversation with a native speaker in 2 weeks of learning. And when I told him that I could learn some basic phrases, he told me I wasn't making enough efforts. I do say, because it's only 2 weeks, I'm going to disagree with you, chat. I am going to say she is not the a-hole here. I do not think... I think he's overly demanding in terms of you have 2 weeks, learn as much as you can. He's the a-hole for demanding more than she could give. She's the a-hole for not approaching it differently. The dog's the a-hole because the dog's just trying to be like, it's parents. The family is the a-hole for not having the ability to mind read. Yeah. Yep. I think there's a lot there that there are issues with both of them. And I think honestly, I do genuinely... I think I'm more on the side of I'm more on the side of her than I am of him. You know? I'm definitely more on the side of her than I am of him. Okay. We have another. Okay. I'm not finishing the sentence there, monkey. I see what you're trying to do. Am I the a-hole for crafting during meetings? Okay. So thank you. Oh, come on. So, I work in a mainly office setting and we have a lot of meetings, video conferences and online training, which is primarily in video format. Interesting. I've always needed something to do with my hands, thanks to ADHD. If I don't, then I cannot focus on things that isn't reading properly, which is ironic because I also have dyslexia. Bless him. I've also been crocheting and knitting since I was little, and it's something I do a lot while at home watching TV and movies because it helps me focus. In uni, I used to crochet and knit in lectures because it helped and no one seemed to have a problem with it. The lecturers actually encouraged it when I asked and said as long as it helped me focus, I could do whatever I wanted. So I decided I was going to take it to work with me to see if that would help me focus more in meetings and not get distracted during them. They're very long meetings going up to 4 hours. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Sometimes, and usually I mentally clock out within the first half hour. Side note, I had brought up in supervision that I had trouble focusing and my manager was actually the one that recommended I find something to do with my hands and okayed it. Interesting. Oh, hiya, Scott, welcome in. I tried to get Luke to raid you, but he didn't, so I'm here. No worries, to be fair, I'm not playing Minecraft today. I am doing a Reddit stories read through. So that makes complete sense to me. So I would have to say no, because it helps them focus and it's quiet and it ain't really bothering people. That is true. I think so far, no. Whoa, keep firing shots. Oh, wow. Okay. It worked and I was able to focus a lot better and be more involved in the meetings because I wasn't drifting away. But recently a colleague came up to me and told me to stop. He said that it was rude and disrespectful towards everyone in the meeting and our service users, whom the meetings are generally about. I tried to explain that it actually helped me in staying on track and remembering more of the information about our service users, but he held this stance firmly. And it's not like I'm not participating at all. I don't need to look down at my knitting or crochet because I've been doing it so long and I bring in pieces that are simple and mindless to do. I also will put it down to write/type up notes and if I'm talking. Anyway, my colleague said he was going to bring this up to the higher ups if I continued, even though I had already cleared it with my manager before I started doing so. And it's gotten me a bit worried, so I need your opinions. I just want to preface that the meetings I take part in aren't massive company meetings. Usually there are about 6 to 15 of us and it's generally group discussions. Also, where I work is quite relaxed and generally a casual setting. Like we wear smart casual as well, so it's not super formal. So, should I stop? Is what I'm doing disrespectful? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to make the poll right now. We're actually going to let it go for a little longer so that I can read the edits as well. So they are asking, are they the a-hole for doing this? So let's find out what you guys actually think. So that is, you're the a-hole, not the a-hole, everyone sucks here, and no a-holes here. There you go. Okay, so edit/more info. To clear up about the service users, they are not in the meeting with us. It's only us as professionals in these meetings. We are discussing them and what we are going to do / our plans, but they are not present for them. We work with their mental health and I'm part of a therapy team, so I am well aware that it would be unprofessional to do so in the presence of service users. Additionally, the people within these meetings are generally people I see every day, so they're not all strangers. Also, I keep the crafting on my lap, and the projects are relatively small in one color, like socks, hats, squares, not big projects like blankets or sweaters. I have a notebook or laptop on the table, so I'm taking up a bunch of space on the table, and it's generally quite hidden. When in the in-person meetings, I crochet, so there's no needles clacking, as crochet only uses one hook, and the knitting is done when I'm online, as knitting is more of a hassle than a crochet. I am not medicated for my ADHD, but that has a reason. I have trialed a lot. I get bad side effects from medication, even in general, such as extreme drowsiness and nausea, or some of them just don't even work for me. And these side effects mean I cannot work a full-time job, which I love. So I'd rather be unmedicated and have to deal with it myself than be ill and not working. Okay, what is our opinion? Oh my god, why are we talking about hands like this? Okay, we've got not the a-hole so far. I quite enjoy that. I agree with that statement. I agree with the not the a-hole. I'm concerned. Emmy, family man. Oh my goodness, Emily Cordial. Oh no. Oh no, chat. I need y'all to just patch Emmy for the next little bit. I'm trying to see what else there is in this one. So do we think they're the a-hole for crafting during meetings? Our poll came out to not the a-hole. And I agree with that, actually. Let's see. The comments also seem to be agreeing. Okay, is everyone giving you a why needs to sit down? You literally cleared this with your manager. It wasn't a surprise to them. As long as you're focused and participating, that's all that should matter, not the a-hole. Emily, very much not cordial. That is true. That is true. That is true. I didn't say it. I implied something. You implied it. You implied it. That's all that we need. You implied it. Oh, goodness. This girl, she gonna be the death of me. She is gonna be the death of me. Okay. Okay. How many other we've got so many stories been added. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Okay. I've got another one. This is not as long, but that is wonderful. Okay. Am I the a-hole for putting locks on my bedroom/bathroom doors and telling my elderly roommate to stay the hell out? I wonder. Are we nervous? I'm a little nervous what this is going to be. I'm 23 and have been living with my roommate since January. Was planning to be here for a 6-month internship, though that's been put on hold. She's a single woman in her 60s renting out a room/bathroom in her apartment. As an extreme introvert who needs plenty of privacy and space, I initially thought living with somebody so much older than me would be better than someone my own age. I figured she wouldn't bring people over or want to hang out. It was also a last-minute job offer and I had to find a place quickly, so I admittedly may have jumped the gun. Abby, is there any more food-related ones? I'm not too sure. Instant not the a-hole? Okay, straight away. But now I now see I've made a mistake. She is always in my business and personal space. When I moved in, she assured me that I was paying for my own private bathroom and bedroom, but she is always in there. For a while, she was going into my bathroom while I was gone, cleaning it and leaving me a passive-aggressive note saying, "Cleaned your bathroom, here's some cleaning supplies to do it yourself." When I confronted her, she said she thought she was helping me. I don't like that. But I told her to stay out and it stopped for a while. But I know she still goes in because I'll notice my stuff moved around. I also shut the bathroom door every single time I leave the apartment as it's in the hallway, but she always opens it back up again, saying that your bathroom has a skylight which brings light into the hallway, so I need it open. When I tell her I want it to stay closed and she can just turn on the hallway light if she really wants to brighten up the 5-foot hallway, she says no, she needs natural light from my bathroom. Oh, I normally like old ladies. I don't like this one. I've also noticed that she's been in my room. I'll notice things are in different spots. And the final straw was a couple weeks back. I came home after a weekend away and noticed that the AC vent in my room was shut. When I asked her about it, she said, oh yeah, I go in there sometimes when you're out and close the vent so more AC comes into the living room. And that was effing it for me. I went out the next day, bought some cheap locks and installed them on my bathroom and bedroom doors. She comes to my room and starts moaning, there's a better word, about how this is her place and I have no right to put locks on the doors. I tell her I'm not breaking any agreements as the locks are easily removable and won't cause any damage, and that when I'm paying $1,000 a month for my own space, I'm going to make sure that it's private. I wouldn't have needed locks if she'd minded her own business and stayed the hell out of my space like I'd asked her to do millions of times. Perfect origin story for a traumatized them back. True! Though it's more the other person is a massive sphincter. What's a sphincter? She starts moaning, saying that she needs light in the hallway. What if there's a fire hazard and she needs to go into my room? That I'm an entitled millennial. Oh my god, I should have seen it coming. Who do I think I am to do this in her house? I told her to get lost and shut the door in her face. I know I may sound snotty here, but there's a lot more I've left out. Living with her is a nightmare and I pay good money for my privacy. We'll be moving out as soon as possible. Am I the a-hole? Edit, this woman is in her late 60s probably. Oh no. No, why does it taunt us in Reddit too? Or 68. I do consider to be elderly. Personally, it is an apartment that she's lived in for many years, but she does not own it. I tried talking to her about these issues calmly many times, but she didn't listen, which is why I was forced to install locks. I live in Los Angeles. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our favourite poll. My personal favourite poll. This makes me so happy. I like it. We know what these mean. Here we go. You have a few minutes to go and pick. Is this Redditor the a-hole? That is the question. That is the question. Okay, so let's look at the comments while we're waiting on people to vote. A sphincter is a group of muscles that help control the entering and exiting of things. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Don't need minutes. True. I think everyone's already on the agreement of not the a-hole. Not the a-hole, you aren't a house guest, you are a rent-paying resident and are as entitled to privacy in your room as a renter is in their apartment. Yep. Oh my god, this is so long. Not the a-hole, as you pay rent, it's not just her place that is your paid space that she's invading. You tried being nice about it, that didn't work, so you found a way to enforce your requests. Perfectly reasonable. I think that the old Grinch is the a-hole because, like, personal space, but then again, it's the old lady's house and she technically can do what she wants as they're the owner of the land. But she's not. She doesn't own the place. She's subletting. So it's like, subletting, I'm sure, is when someone who's already renting also rents out the spare room. That's what that is. So she doesn't own the place. Someone else does. In fact, this is what it says here. You said you're subletting. Subletting laws vary by state and city. Subtenants may not have the rights of a regular tenant depending on where you live, what state and city you live in. Depending on where you live, you may have no rights, especially if you didn't get approval from the real landlord and /or management. Thank you for the blinky cat there. Company. She might be able to collect rent and then could kick you out if you are not on the original lease, and she doesn't have permission to sublease depending on your locale. Did you sign a lease with her? prior to entering any sublease agreements? This is a good question. I don't know. Did OP respond? OP didn't respond to this. Okay. But that's a good point. The fact that there's different ones. Oh, right. Well, then the old cow is the a-hole. I honestly shouldn't be surprised that that's what you did. I think we've got time for another story. I think you all agree with me in terms of it's a not the a-hole kind of story, that one. OP is not the a-hole in that one. Oh. Wait a minute, I don't like this. Oh. Okay. I like the subreddit. Imagine a bank going through people's safety deposit boxes. Oh my god. That would be horrible. That's like the biggest invasion of privacy. That's exactly what it's like. For the subletting comment you just read, the old lady promoted it as such, which that is a valid contract. WRT privacy. That makes sense. So it just depends on like all that kind of stuff, you know? Even if she doesn't have the permission, she misrepresented. Yes, true. She technically doesn't own the place, and she's very aware of that. I think this entire stream is just Abby showing off the fact she can read perfectly and I can't. We say that like I've not got hundreds of books just sitting there. Like, hundreds of books sitting there, hundreds of books behind it, and then there's actually more books out in my hallway, and they are like double stacked. So there's a book and then there's books behind it. Like, that's what it says. It screams lawsuit. Hopefully OP can get the kind of like everything sorted that they need to be sorted, and if they need to do a lawsuit, they can do it. I really hope OP is okay and like they can get out of that situation ASAP, because that woman doesn't seem like a good one. Damn, bro lives in a library. Bro wants to live in a library, right? I found out that if you have 1,000 books, you can technically be considered a library. So I have made it my aim to try and get 1,000 books. I double dare you. The books back there are maximum 25, not hundreds. Well, we have my little stack here, right? There's books in there. There's books behind my pin board. I have behind the pile of books, there is a rotating bookshelf, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 on every shelf. There is 4 shelves, 4 round 16 shelves, so probably around about 160-ish books over there. And then on the shelf out there, most of them are actually mine, not my parents and not my sisters. I have my rows specifically are double stacked, so I have a book here and a book in front. I have some, actually these are also double stacked, these ones. I counted just the tower of books. I have so many books. And do I have any down there? Hold on. I used to have some, I have some just up here as well, in this section up here. I have some books up there. Hopefully they make a case to make sure they win. Yeah, true. Hopefully they have a golden case to make sure they win. That's fair. I'm a mobile, so that's my excuse. Valid. I think we have time for another Reddit story. And I quite like this, because this is r/wedding shaming. And I'm a girly who loves a wedding. I do. I enjoy weddings immensely. So let's hear what some of the wedding shaming is. I recently went to a wedding reception where the seating arrangements were alphabetical by first name. I don't like that in the slightest. I hate that. I hate that idea. I think that's the worst. Disaster is what it's been tagged as. All the Anns and Bobs at one table, all the Joes and Katies at another, regardless of whether or not any of them knew each other. If you came as a +1 and didn't know anybody besides your date, Too bad, no exceptions, strictly alphabetical, except for my one friend Caitlin, who was seated at the K table for some reason. No, we still don't know why. There was one table that was pretty much just women named Susan/Suzanne who didn't know each other at all. There was one table where a guy I know, his current girlfriend, and his ex all got seated together. No. Basically, everybody ended up standing around the edges of the room all night. Edit, because I've answered this 10,000 times already, Caitlin's name was spelled correctly on the seating chart and on her place card. That's why it was funny that she was sitting at the K table. No, it wasn't a hastily corrected spelling error. The seating chart was hand-inked calligraphy without any awkward crossouts. They wrote Caitlin on purpose in the middle of the bunch of K names. That's why it was worth commenting on. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't at all. Fair, your name is Abigail, so it makes sense. Exactly. A book is good and I like it. Fair. People trying too hard to be clever and unique. I would never do that. I feel like you need to put people beside each other. Like, you need to put people that know each other beside each other. You can't just say, you're all called Joe. You're sitting at a table. I've got my Joe, my Josephs, my Joannes. I've got all of them at one table. That'd be so weird. So weird. Just don't sit down simple. Abby, do you like my singing? I bet I do, yes. Abby, you missed it. Read the first letter of the word in the message. A-B. Oh my god! Oh my god! A book is good and I like. That's my name. I did not clock that. Thank you, Kia. That's cute. I like that. I like that. Not the first comment. This person loves an icebreaker at a professional meeting. I hate icebreakers. Because, see, when you're sitting there and you're like, I know no one, and they're like, I think we should just go around the room and say a little fun fact about ourselves. And you're like, what the hell is fun about me? I don't have a fun fact in my brain. What is fun about me? What is a fun fact? And I'm sitting there like, I can't, what can I say? What can I say? And then I'll do like a, oh yeah, I had 10 teeth taken out when I was younger so I could get braces. And then I was like, that's not fun. That's not an interesting fact. That's just a why are you a shark fact. Like, you know? Sorry, I don't know why I feel passionate about this. I did not know why I feel passionate about this. At my wedding, I want to have it male and female on different sides, and then the males have a lightsaber fight in the snow. I have to get married during the snow, and then the females build an igloo. Wait, but what if you have what if you have males that want to build an igloo and females that just want to lightsaber? It'd be so much fun. I know it sounds like such a simpleton way of doing things, but at my cousin's wedding, we just got to choose where we sat. Oh wait, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. I think I get it for in terms of like people need to sit down in terms of what's it called? Like they need to sit down in terms of what they're actually
We're going
eating.
up, up, up. It's our moment, you know, together we're glowing, gonna be golden. Oh, 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 up, up, up with our voices.
Thank you, Monkey, for that text to speech. You're really trying hard, and I do respect it. You are trying hard. I do respect it. Like, I just don't like. I don't like the idea of that. I think that's such a horrible way to seat and arrange. I was seated at a table with random people at an event. People per table. I'm reading Reddit stories! Once again, I am not in Minecraft, and I still jump at the creeper house. What on earth? What on earth? He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. Well, guys, Green can fly. Sing along, please. You know, I don't think you're ready for the takedown. There you go, I gave you one.
Reddit creeper, obviously. Yeah, it disappears and it explodes and all the letters just go and disappear. Oh, I could never do this. I hate where I would be sat, because I'd be sat with Suzanne, and Susan. Yeah, I would be sat with Anne and Bob. Actually, to be fair, Anne and Bob sound quite fun. MG Abby, have you seen the clip of Brian where he gets those powers and says those words? What were those words again? I have no idea what those words were. Does that count? Yes, it counts. I'm giving you it. It counts. Because I gave you it. I have no idea which ones have been done, by the way. Oh, that one's been done. Oh, these have all been done. I don't know why, but my thing is not moving. That would be a torture. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think it would be really fun to just try and experiment. Like, could you imagine sitting, going in? Emmy, can you make sure that TTS is redeemed and the green reference and the... Abby would be seated with Andy. Oh, wait! No, I'd be seated with Ali! I don't want to be seated with Ali! Actually, maybe I do want to be seated with Ali, because then I can find out how it went with her husband.
Redeem it? Sure we will. No,
it's in, like, the bingo. If you can do the bingo. That one and the Keep Up Demon Hunters one. Conspiracy time? Hold on. Let me see if that's the next one on the list. I'll go down and I'll look at one. Low stakes conspiracies. I will look at one. Okay. A silly little last one to finish us off. Are we ready? Steve Harvey has a fake mustache to go unnoticed in public. Family Feud host Steve Harvey wears a fake mustache on camera. He removes the mustache and wears a wig while in public so he can go unnoticed. He does this because he's ashamed of his work and doesn't want to interact with people who enjoy his work. What do we think about that one? I think that could be true. He really is Mr. Potato Head. I have the same theory about Claudia Winkleman's friend. Clip up for fake TV, then she's a completely different person to be left alone when she's out and about. That is incredible. That is incredible. What do we think? Do we think this is the type of things that are on the... Oh my god, I'm gonna look at this so much tonight. Oh my god. I love not the Claudia Winkleman shade. Listen. I went into River Island the other day, right? And I swear to God, the one in the fort, it has all these different like models and not models. What are they called? Mannequins, right? All these different mannequins, and you just look in, and they've all got the Claudia Winkleman haircut, and I'm like, why are they all Claudia? And like, I was out shopping with friends and we went to get some stuff. Like, we split up for a minute and we called her and we were like, yeah, so where are you? And she's like, I'm in with the Claudias. And we were like, is it a shop in the fort that's called the Claudias? And it ended up like, we were like, where the hell are we on about? And then we went, wait a minute. I know what they're on about. The Claudia's in River Island. It was so bad. I only know her from Taskmaster, and she's funny, weird too, but funny. Yes, I love her. She's really, really funny. Abby, not gonna lie, you would look so good bald. Believe me, you've seen it. You have indeed seen it. You have indeed seen it. You've seen me in a bald cap. Trust me. That's me in a bald cap. I found another. Brilliant. Send it in. I think for us just now, I think that is the end of stream for me. So I've just realised what time it is.
Holy mother of goodness gracious me. So, let us find someone to raid. I should ask, do we want... Wait! We have someone's birthday! We're raiding this person. It's a birthday stream. We are raiding a birthday. We're gonna raid Riley Shea TV. Because we love birthday streams. Okay? We do love a birthday. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I am rating, aren't I? I don't think it is. Is it saying that I'm gonna raid? Brilliant. Okay, make sure to follow any of the socials that I have. Make sure to join the Discord. And of course, make sure to have a wonderful time. And, oh wait! Change. That side. Oh, it's not reloaded? Lovely. Anyway, there you go, guys. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. A wonderful time. And I will see you guys very, very soon. So, good night, CK. Good night, Q. Good night, Koala. Good night, Majestic. Good night, Emmy. Thank you for your end credits. Thank you. I got this slightly working. Good night, Emmy. Good night, Brett, if you have joined us once more. Good night, Monkey. Good night, Wendy. Thank you so much for popping in with the 10 bits. Thank you, everyone that's donated, giving in. Am I not going away yet? Yep, and I will see you all over in the raid. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye now. Goodbye now.